Hello everyone, welcome back to another part of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Last time, we did a bunch of quests, including a bunch of ascension quests. We did Ashira here, we did Juniper, we did Asserd. Did we do anything else? I feel like we did, but they're not coming to mind. Oh yeah, we did the Yumsmith one. Like, I had to do that one for a totally unrelated quest. It's pretty much the one that got me on the train in the first place. Alex was the part before, so not her. There's not a lot left to do, so I'm probably going to knock most, if not all of them out this time. But first, there's a quest right here. Oh, something to say, knock art. That's by The Walking Dead, have I fallen so far? Yes. Don't look at it like that. In fact, I thought you held up pretty well. You're a tough bloke. I don't think your flattery will get you anywhere. That was wholly uncalled for. I think he likes it. Do you have something to say? You do? Why isn't my loveness ready yet? The maintenance never ends. You can't go into battle like this. You probably don't want to hear it from us, but could you try fighting with that one, maybe? Not a chance. I'll never give up that feeling of power when I mow down my enemies. Hand-to-hand combat? Ha! I see. If I just knew this would take it out of me. I think I'll just back myself out of the picture. You're just itching to give off, aren't you? I'll throw you to Zorn for that. Please be my guest. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's being quick on my feet. He'll never catch me. Things are looking dice right now, aren't they? It's nothing to do with me, of course. That's certainly a statement. Cut your cloth according to your jib, they say. It should be clear to anyone that nobody like me has no part in this. You, on the other hand, have a real part to play. Better hop on it, then the world's not going to save itself. The world would be safer if we did nothing. Oh, such an assault of delicious events. I just wanted to whisk them up in a console smoothie and neck them in one. So how was it? Tell me, was it fun? Your thrilling fight to the death? No comment. I get it. It was so much fun. It defies words. So jealous. Whoa! Who's the big one? Origin's gonna get a right good kicking. It's like someone blew the cap of the fun pipe and it just keeps coming. Amazing. You'll blow my mind. Well, it never stops at this one. Yeah, since you guys came, the fun's turned up to 11, maybe 12. The real victor. Fun! Okay, so you like laughing. That's your gimmick. Soldiers. Now that the cat's out of the bag, it doesn't even seem that interesting. What a letdown. I mean, you can't expect much of a challenge from a bunch of soulless shells. Enough me, though. If the console stooped any lower. Gave Brandon some of the meat from the big game we took on earlier. You should have some. Well, okay. Any reason? Call it a good luck ritual. I'll hunt to celebrate your imminent victory. Now that I can understand. Thanks, love. Is there anybody else to talk to before this? Don't think this site is populated. Okay, I know I said I didn't think it was as populated. Okay. I was gonna say, I didn't think there was no one here to talk to. No, there's one person. Soldiers that don't die when you slaughter them, that's a dirty trick. Where's the fun in that? Oh, the irony. But I suppose if they never die, then perhaps they could be tortured eternally. Again, the irony. Ah, what a missed opportunity. I could have taken one or two captive and entertained myself with them. The irony. Hoping I didn't hear any of that. Uh-huh. I sense that those in power also focus on the final battle. They hardly have any time to worry about themselves. Perhaps this is a ripe opportunity to do away with the Queen of Kevis and seize the throne for myself, Oh yeah, sounds fantastic. So once Mobius are dead and buried, we'll be coming for you next then. Hi, Jess. People think a joke. Uh-huh. Alright.
Actually, he's the shy and sensitive type.
What?
Is that the full conversation? I guess so. Oh, great time. I was actually waiting for you, gentlefolk. I must be losing it. Ain't we been through this before? We have. Something tells me we're not going to like what's next. Failed the first hurdle. Here I want to invite you just because you're you. What are you inviting us to? Don't. Very good question. There's a regular event going on at the colony, namely Battle to the Death to see who's strongest in the colony 11 competition. Sounds fun. There can only be one survivor. Our group's gonna get split up. It's okay, son, I believe in you. The what now? The everyone in Coney Island fights to the death for the fun competition! That's a different name. Putting aside name scheme for the moment, it sounds like a mock battle involving every soldier in the colony? More or less. Not that that is lukewarm mock battle is enough to satisfy our lot, especially now, thanks to you lot, everyone's urge to kill is stronger than ever before, in a good way. I can tell the difference. Look, if people really want you to join, please, go on, go a few rounds with these lesser beings in a fight to the death. Why don't you just face off against everyone yourself? That's more your style. Oh, I'm not taking part. What? You're not planning on voicing some task on us while you watch from a distance, are you? Look, it's a competition to see who's the strongest. What's the point in me taking part when I'm already the best? I think you gotta admire her confidence. So there you have it. This time, I won't take my usual place by your side. So this time, your ringer has to be someone else. For example, how about the Commander Konigama? Teach? I mean, I guess he'd be fine, but... Yeah, Teach? What are you playing this time? No need to be so guarded, I've just always found him interesting. Whenever you act like nothing's up, you always have some scheme brewing. You're not gonna tell me that Oleg was fighting your colony before, are you? Human gets it, should have expected of her Titanic brain. What is a little complicated? Actually, no, it's pretty straightforward. I just wanted to see if you could measure up. That's all, honestly. That said, Teach probably would accept. Splendid, if you could bring him here, you'd make me very happy. Wait, hold up, when did we say we were going to join in on this? I'd like to ask that now. Well, we're joining this battle to the death, and only one against Festival of War. Well, seeing as Teach is in the thumbnail, I guess we have to... Oh. Hero fights the party to mock battle, but she won't be taking part, so she decides to first someone else to join the party side this time. Well...
Colony 11. They're as skilled as the rumors say.
Still just a bunch of crazies, though.
Yes, sir! Hey, man. I heard that I've been invited to join Colony 11's mock battle. To the death, yes. By all means, we'd love to have you. Just so I understand, what is your intention in inviting me? My estimation, you're far better than the other Dreki people call commanders. I see, but you give me too much credit. I'm just a lowly foot soldier, strictly middle of the road. Be humble all you want, but I'm saying you're good. I feel as though you weren't going to take no for an answer. Feel however you want, as long as you participate, it's all the same to me. Is it cold here, or is it just me? Very well, if you're going to insist this much, then I cannot refuse. Ah, good, things will be even more fun than before, and that's what I was after. Alright, talk to me when you're ready. I'll be keeping a close eye on the proceedings. So what are the rules that we still don't know? I'll be glad of your help, everyone. If you decide to accept, I will devote every fiber of my being to this. We'll be counting on you. I guess if Teach is up for it, then it can't be too bad. Hopefully Teach knows even less about it than we do. Are you ready? Yes. Tournament arc, let's go! You're the first prize. Seems fate has a lot in store for us. I wonder, wait, you're not stalking us, are you? Oh, possibly creepy. Hey, can I ask you something? You're a cook, right? Yeah, what kind of question is that now all times? Never mind. I really hope he's not here if I think he's here. He's just trying to unsettle you. Be strong, Uni. I don't think that was his intention, but I'm amused. Let's see where this goes. Are all parties ready? Then let the first fight begin. They're only level 66. To be fair, it is considerably higher than the Ascension quest was, but not enough. Still a one-sided slaughter. Really, not that I thought the first fight would pose any challenge for you. Next up is Dorzian. Are you ready? So ready. We're going at this. Good grief, how many times have we fought with you a lot now? It matters not. Until the day I reach my peak, I will face you 100 times. That's the boss's way of saying he likes you, Oros. I don't like them. Don't be a fool. Then why are you getting so worked up? No mercy. I'll crush everyone in my way. Talk about a tantrum. Oh, are we up? Getting heated up, are we? Are we good to start the second round? I don't need any signal from you. Soren's gonna crush them. Alright, doing this again. You're also 66. I got 3 of the 6 just from that. One remaining. Sure you're laughing? I'm not sure. There was definitely some laughing there a second ago, right? Like, right after I finished the fight. Well, that was a heart pounder. I got my fill of that battle and I was only watching. Now last we have the final fortress, literally. It's the Cloud Unit. Are you ready? Oh no. Not another final fortress. I've played enough Sonic Heroes, thank you very much. But Levises? Wait. That's against the rules. Since when? What rules? You really think you choose how we will fight? This is a battle. The minute will tell you battles are more fun if there are no rules. Well, they're gonna go down just as quick. Oopsies. I think the boss is really into this. What could be more thrilling than this moment? I don't know what to think anymore. But then what's new? You dare mark our captain? This I shall not permit. Out under the collar as always. Oh, whatever. Start already. Kill them all. Can't believe we just slaughter the entire colony and they're just okay with it. Congratulations, I guess you could say I expected this, but you've made it. Tell me it's over. Now that you've taken your place as the strongest, you've earned the right to a deathmatch with me. You know what the spark you talking about? You never said it was anything about this. Well, of course I didn't. I just decided it now. I mean, it's basically what we were fighting for, right? We already slaughtered everyone in the colony, so might as well slaughter the commander. I'm the only person to judge, so I can punch her. Don't be wrong. At first, I wasn't going to do anything like this. I see you come out on top and just going to fuck up, and maybe some demons possess me. You're lying. Peach? This is what you wanted to do from the very beginning, am I wrong? If you thought you hid your murderous spirit and lust for battle, may I suggest more mental training? Harsh but fair, perhaps I do need a bit of reflection. Why should I? Why should I listen to you of all people? Hey! What kind of monster is lurking under that calm facade? What'd you like to see? Wait, teacher, you're really gonna fight her? I knew someone would come, right when I first saw you. Deep down, Commander, you're like me. You should join your friend, the Commander. I don't want you to hold back. Oh dear, seems you're beyond saving. Well, yeah, the suicidal maniac, she wants to die. I'll tell you this, someday your limitless arrogance will destroy you. That's what she wants! Yo, what's going on with Teach? I don't think he'll answer me. Well, I'd better go warm up before a match. I'll set up an agent to observe things, so just make sure you're prepared. Oh, there's still somebody left that's alive in the colony. Good. Oh, you survived. Good. I guess that means maybe the others are still around too. Ellipses. That last fight I was being controlled by W. I didn't get the chance to enjoy anything. Now we can forget everything else and revel in this fight to the death. I wonder how long you can stay this complacent. I'm interested in finding out. Please push me to the limit. There's no need for me to go all out if you don't push me. Be careful, I know she's got a mouth, but her strength's the real deal. Yes, I'm aware that if we hold back, we are lost. We must focus. Now it begins. Oh wow, you're an entire 67. Oh, he's the highest defense of anyone so far. I have 4 healers in my party, and I still can barely keep them alive. How does that work out? They've been days. I'm not even sure who has days. Oh, it might be Teach, actually. Maybe it's, I don't know. I switched out a lot of classes. Oh, Neo's almost down. Neo's down. I'm almost down. Good thing we have a lot of healers. You could chain attack. You know what? They said no rules, right? Wait for Noah to come back. It really is powerful. As if we didn't know after last time. Ellipses. Ellipses again. Yuji, you don't seem to be very dead to me. Hmm? I take it that by sheathing your blade you wish to surrender? What are you saying? You know perfectly well what it means. If you carry on, one of our husks will be bleaching on the ground. Yeah, that was the point. I'm surprised. Didn't you wish for a bloody fight to the finish? Yes, that's what I've been saying! My life doesn't belong to just me. I have to choose the right moment to lay it down. Please. Well, whatever. I offer my surrender. Tell me one thing in return. Name it. I might be misremembering, but I don't think this is the first time I've fought to the death to you like this. What do you think? Ellipses. As you say, I must be mistaken. The first time I faced you. I see. Sounds right, now that you said it. I thought somehow I'd seen a face like yours before, but your name is different. Natural to mix them up. Ellipses. Putting these little details aside, I praise you all. That was a fight without equal. I'm honored. This was a good opportunity to hone my skills. You're living a feckless life. I'd say the same of you. Maybe you're right. Please tell me it's over now. I'm knackered. I'm sorry we got you involved in this siege. Oh, doll, this event's had a lot of meaning for me. Even in Agnes, Colony 11 is notorious. Excuse me. I should say they're noted for their bravery. To take part in one of their mock battles is an experience not many can boast. It was true here, General of Agnes. What? The duel with Astra is truly a thing of beauty. I cannot let you leave, not until you face me, Soren, again! What? What spark you blood about? Now, no! The hunter will withdraw before their prey. Ellipses. Yes. You let a fire in you all without intending to. Most vexing. What do you mean? We're not done yet. We're just about to fight. We got a sunlight choke or whatever that means. The party emerged victorious from the grueling mock battle. Ashira and Teach seem to have a strange kind of report. I don't think it's that strange, considering what I know of what happened to Colony Gamma. Pretty good. It's very likely they did meet and just... Ashira's got a terrible memory.
Everyone's getting along. Hey, relations change.
They're all fighting each other now. I can't lock onto them though. Oh, Shira's got something to say. After the advent of homecoming rituals, sacred ground like that should have been all but completely destroyed by Mobius. He insists, then of course I'll go, but I'd really rather not visit those places again if I can avoid it. Hey, you fellowship teach pretty hard. Is there some kind of beef between you? Not really. I mean, how do I put it? It was just a personality clash, differences of opinion and such like. Strange, I feel like Kinder would be the same as me. Perhaps I was mistaken. Yeah, thank the Queen. One of per group is plenty, I reckon. We can put a stop to Mobius. We can kiss goodbye to these days of war. Any regrets? Now, if anything, my heart's racing with expectation. At last, I'll be in a battle it's worth fighting for. I said, it's really all our lives here. We'll have to trade them for nothing less than victory. Uni, if fine, let's say we can agree on. Let's see this stuff to the end. So Captain Easel's quite a slave driver. One minute you think she's gone, the next she's telling you to go fetch this or fetch that. You might have to assassinate her or Boris, help her the hell out. What a thing to come out all of a sudden. Just ignore us and or you'll end up as crazy as she is.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Or are they just gonna keep fighting for the rest of the time? If there's another quest over here, it's probably to fight them. Hey there. I sure didn't think I'd bump into you guys here. Oh no, it's a different group. This gate had been closed for Spark knows how long, right? Are you the one who opened it? I am. Castle orders had forbade opening it until then. Putting Colony 11 under quarantine for contamination by you Ouroboros was a shamefully foolish thing for me to do. Come on, what else could you have done in that situation? That's what it was, Jill. I'll speak to you more, but unfortunately I have something urgent to deal with it. I need to head back right away. But if you happen to spot Zoran, could you give me tell him to come see me? Zoran, sure, I guess. Dude, you guys are such a big help. Okay. Go talk to Zoran. We were supposed to fight you, right? Like, I haven't forgotten the ending of that last... Well, so I didn't expect the likes of you to come and speak to me. I don't know why. Because you know full well how much I pay in the arse are. That's besides the point, though. You know, Sigrun, the captain of the guard, she wants you at her office pronto. I certainly didn't think I'd hear that name come out of your mouth, either. Sounds like you two are acquainted. So, what's Sigrun to you? Zoran, all squads suspend all duties, assemble for an emergency summons. Hey, are you even listening? Not a problem. He's still clad if all's been informed. That's the kind of deal we're looking at here. Yes, this summons from her. There'll be no latecomers in this mission, so get to it. Hey, who do you just call? One Rattlejack present. It says she ordered Captain Zor. From Clyde Squad, why we suddenly decide to rock up here? This is a special summons from Zoran we're talking about here. Of course we can't just ignore it. Yes, we can't. Units barely function without having everything explained in Agnes in detail after all. What's going on? You're from Easel Squad, is that right? Can I tell you? Nix and Jack were originally... Enough idle talk, we're to head to the fort at once. Fort Cerberus, right? Can't wait to see what fun happenings we have to look forward to there. Afraid we've got to skedaddle, Ouroboros. But don't worry. I'll share that we have barrels of fun next time we meet. Huh? I think to say I'm sure we'll have barrels of fun. But like when you have a game this big, you're gonna have a few typos now and then. It's fine. It happens. But that was really something. What on Ionios is going on at the fort? I'm not sure, but what I do know is that trouble and disorder are never far off when they get involved. I do hope Sigrun's alright. Ellipses. Come on then, let's go see what all the fuss is about.
I hope everyone's getting along.
This is still an incredible name for a location. The Tap Dancing Nalpon. How can you not love a name like that? I never got this up to 5 stars either. Maybe this will help a little bit. Now, I was supposed to start this part by trying to finish the mapping, but I just keep getting distracted. Hey guys, thanks a ton for getting the message out. And if you don't mind me saying, you're all looking pretty pale. What happened between then and now? They called these guys over just like you told us, but are you really sure about this? Not sure about what? I get you now. Seems like Ouroboros really know what makes you guys sick, eh? Was that an attempt at humor? What drivel? Well, actually, guys, you're well within your rights to be concerned, I know. The reason I called Zorn and his squad over is to help me out with a certain little job. What job? Kind of massively important job only they are capable of pulling off. Job made for the Guards Vanguard. The anti-air squad. Wait, did I hear that right? Hold on, by they, you don't mean... Oh, the other one. I thought they were supposed to be Colony 11 soldiers, weren't they? I was cut off from saying it earlier, but we were originally part of the Guard. Officially, we work for Colony 11, but even now, we get the occasional personal requests from the captain here. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Among the Guard, they were the elite of the elite. What she said. In a better, fairer world, I might have even been your superior. Making you guys my little important, you know? Yeah, I get it. You have one personality trait, and it's insanity. Just no pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, what's this job you mentioned earlier? Oh, of course, sorry, I was just gonna explain, but I got sidetracked. First, we need to change, or need a change of location. Follow me.
I hope everyone's getting along.
I guess we're going inside the castle? Is there a warp over there? Nope. No such luck. Here we are. The cost must have had something to do with why you called us over here. True, but also I need to avoid exposing embarrassing slip-ups in public. Slip-ups? A few days ago, a section of the guards started an armed uprising, pulled themselves up in the castle. Armed uprising? What? Yes, they've taken over a section of the castle, but they haven't gotten any further since then. It's a stalemate situation. A takeover, now you have my attention. I'm just surprised that a ripple element could even arise within the Guard. You say that, but their fierce loyalty to the Queen is exactly why many of the Guard can't accept that they were loyal to a fake. There are 4 sergeants at the vanguard of the rebel movement to seize the castle. They proclaimed themselves to be the Queen's 4 divine wings. They've made 2 demands of me. 4 divine wings, the haughty, high-minded name if there ever was one. What are they demanding, then? Transfer command of the Guard to them, and to hand over the Ouroboros. Us? This upheaval of Mayonnaise lies solely at the hands of those treacherous Ouroboros. It is the Queen's wish to see them purged. Yeah, how about we go ask Melia that real quick to see what her thoughts on this are. This was the declaration of one of the sergeants. Naturally, I have zero intention of yielding to either one of their demands. Actually, speaking of Melia, that brings up a whole other point. Like, she's wandering around the castle now, right? If she is, then how would they hold up in here? I saw this coming. We aren't going to give them what they want. We'll have to bring those rapscallions to heel, won't we? I get why you brought us in for this job now, seeing as we're no longer part of the Guard and all. If the current Guard were to fight their own fellows, the internal division it would cause would be catastrophic for the organization. Yeah, read that right. I came to the conclusion that only you guys, outsiders with inside knowledge, could do this. Still making us fight our old comrades. Who knew you could be so unscrupulous? I have no objection. I shall gladly accept this job. We just love ourselves a bit of dirty work. I feel like riving off crazy what we get up to as an accident. I'm ready to give those holier-than-thou pretenders the wake-up call of their lives. Wait a moment. Maybe you could let us help out with this job? I appreciate the thought, but if you join in, it means you also take on responsibility for the mission, you know. Yes, of course, we know that, but it's just, well, you see, you won't spit it out, I will know. We're worried about what'll happen if we aren't there to keep those netters in check. You're worried yourselves over nothing. You won't get most things done if you don't pull out all the stops. Not much difference between bringing them to heal and just killing them all, really. They don't stand a chance. I see your point. Accompany them and make sure to keep them in line, okay? Of course, we'll make sure they don't raise too much trouble. Just to be sure, our mission is to suppress the rebel forces and make sure their leaders come back alive, not dead, right? Yeah, that's the gist of it. I know it's odd to say that now that I've dragged you guys into this, but I owe you one, I really do. If we're done briefing this, then we will sort you at once. Any idea on how we're gonna find these 4 divine wings? It's not like we know where they're holed up in the castle. Our enemies are the ones we met in battle. We need only scour the battlefield to clean to find scum we're after. Meaning you just want to check the entire castle top to bottom. Sounds good to me! Oh, I have markers. Okay, well, I was actually prepared to just check the entire castle. I mean, after all, I'm probably gonna have to go through it again. 1 for the unlocks and 2 for... Sorry, like the unlocks on the map, I mean. In here, no. And number 2 for the unique monsters is what I was gonna say. A bit. I still want to leave it mostly blank if I can get away with it. But while I'm at this, hold on. Warped up to the throne room. I was checking over the map and it didn't look like I missed anything, which is alarming. Like there's a couple maybe monsters on the 2nd floor I missed, but that's it. Anyway, I'm up here to talk to whoever this is. Oh, it must be one of them. Oh yeah, I still have a Peach in the group. Ah, are you the reinforcements? Yes, Captain of the Guard requested that we come. We'll be taking over now. See, I hope you'll understand if we withdraw for now. The guys you're about to meet, well, he doesn't go easy on us just because we're Kavesi. You be careful too. Oh, well. Well, I ain't gone completely loony. I think I see a very warm, familiar face. Figured you to be involved somehow, Balroy. Hey, do those two know each other or something? Oh, they can't seem to get rid of each other. Though I'll be honest, it's more of a one-sided thing. But I've got to say, you're really not the luckiest snuffer, are you? You must have been begged to come here by that pathetic coward of a guard, having tears pouring out of her eyes and all. Well, I mean, maybe if the animation budget was high enough to justify animating tears for a random side quest that didn't even have voices. Like, not even like random voice lines, let alone like the entire thing voiced. Enough all that. Why don't you join my squad? Well, nothing more than to kill some stuff with the again. Seem to be salivating at the thought of it. Well, of course I'm killer be killing, so it's all about for us soldiers. Clean beating a fake piece of Agnes. Don't care about any of that. You can be Gavessi, whoever, don't matter to me, all it matters is killing. Yeah, don't you, Sor? Why, you ain't the guard no more, eh? Don't ya? You appall me. Sorry, what'd you say there? I couldn't hear you too well, chum. I have nothing more to say to a blastering piece of scum like you. Blastering, you say? What's that supposed to mean? I said I have nothing more to say to you, scum. Let's get on with it already. Ooh, just want to hear. Well, let's get down to business then. Let's have your head. I'll do the honor return to your apprentice captain of the guard. Oh, aren't you, Charmer? Let's just see you trying to take my head, shall we? Level 68. Oh, wow. They all go down just as easy. What's going on to you, Balroy? Your overfists are shaking like mad. Perhaps you were remembering the time that I almost beat you to death and now fear's overtaken you? Oh, sorry, you're saying I'm scared. You're saying me, Overfist Balroy, scared of you. Like stuff I am! Half live to waffle on, don't you? Dead man, Zoe, dead man! Rah! That is a real line. Okay. Okay, do it again. To be fair, Balroy is a bit tougher this time. Oh, there's stuff over here too. There you go. Snuff it all, you still ain't up, but snuff sparks, or. You're nothing but instinct, Valroy. It takes a whole lot more than that to beat me. Oh, come off it. We're one and the same. We both know that much. We're but a slave to the thrill of a fight. You can't even begin to comprehend why it is people actually fight. We fight to better ourselves into something more so we can give no more. No matter how futile we think it may be. You're gonna finish me off? That's for her to decide, not me. That's not like I'd give an honorable death to a fool like you anyhow. We're done here. Let's move. No, we're not. We're supposed to bring him back to the commander. Sure, but are you just gonna leave him like that? Leave him as he is. A miserable wretch like that is of no interest to me. That's not what our orders were, but okay. You can take the lip from the commander later. Curse you! There's a whole thing back there. This might actually be it.
Let's make our mark.
Yeah. Nope, there's more. Okay.
Time for a little rest.
Still thinking throwing. Oh, whatever. Not a big deal during the quest going on, but I can go back in after this. Well, two birds, one stone thing.
Well, this just made my
Oh,
day.
Grand Tower Sky Garden. So, that might be the actual last one then.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
This was a nice find.
Jumps around. Is it just a container? Map suggests there might be two scenic locations here.
We've really walked a bit, huh?
Yeah, but not enough. There's still gaps. Like, there should be another one, like, right here. There's Sky Garden and Queen's Chambers is the other one. They're both here on this floor. Is Queen's Chamber just like a little lower or something? I doubt the elevator is going to take me there, so. Oh, do I like break in? Sounds good to me. Let's break in. I guess let's be running you. And I'm curious to see if I can actually make it.
I was unstoppable.
There's something there. You're definitely not supposed to parkour your way down like I was, but I don't think it's impossible. Yeah, switching back to Mio since she doesn't complain much when all your doom. Oh, can I land on that ring? Probably not. Nope, there's not even any collision on it. Okay, that's quite the yell. For someone that barely even acknowledges when you land on something from a high distance. Alright. Land up here. Yes.
You guys.
Sorry. Well, this just made my
There we go. Queen's Chambers. There is no way this is how you're supposed to get here. Let's find out how you're actually supposed to get there. Ah, there's an elevator. Looks like there's still some missing. Check the first floor. Yeah, that's an easy way to check.
Let's use this to get ahead.
The elevator. There you are.
I hate the waiting part.
Like, I'm actually curious how you're supposed to get there normally if this is the same elevator. It's just like a random chance or something? Like, you're definitely not supposed to parkour your way down like I did. Like, that's for sure. Grand Tower walkway. Okay, I'm confused. That's how you're supposed to get through there. Oh, maybe if you have Melian as your hero. That would make sense.
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
Yep, that does it. What even is this? Still high up. Oh, yeah, this is floor 4. Okay, well, since I'm over here, I'm gonna double check this then. Is the location that's marked over here.
We'll go on my mark. Here we go. What kind of place is this?
Upper drainage. I did not have it yet. I'll check to see if that was the last one when I'm done sliding. Collectibles here. Glad the collection radius is increased. Oh boy.
We have arrived.
Lower drainage, so that wouldn't have been it. Oh, I can stop here. Container.
Let's just sneak a peek. This has got to be worth a bunch. Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Nope, clearly not.
sweet. Let's poke her out.
Oh, pff. Drainage was, and that brings you down to this island. There's a whole island that I missed. While flying over, which, by the way, isn't hitting the water. So, it's just falling forever. Mayonnaise doesn't make any sense. I think the game itself knows it doesn't make any sense. Put you down. This area looks complete now, but yeah, no, there's still something missing. It is good that I am getting a good chunk of them now. You kept us waiting a good long while, finally feeling inclined to negotiate. I'm still scoped to talk after everything you've done. Kavesi set against Kavesi. This violates the will of her benevolent majesty. Ensured. Not taking over the castle is merely to show that incompetent disloyal captain of the guard are superior will and resolution. So then you're saying you absolutely do not want to fight? Why, of course, but depending on what you decide to do next, we may be forced to take desperate measures. Naturally, you wish to avoid such an unpleasant course of events. For rational judgment prevails. Let's come to this. What is their deal, honestly? You surely cannot be you. Oh, it's your turn. Yeah, it's me, alright. Listen, the atrocious. The entire squad. What are you doing here? Should have been discharged. What now? Am I supposed to have seen you somewhere before? By the flames, so you dare say you forgot about what you did to me. You're an evil wretch who tortures your allies of glee. You inflicted an untold amount of suffering on me. Okay, that part's probably actually true. Oh, I remember now. That did happen, didn't it? But you realize this is all... You're admitting all this in front of the queen, right? But she's right there. It was thanks to all of your kind of help that I was able to come up with a more efficient method for torturing the human body. She's staring daggers at you. As is at least half of the Ouroboros crew. Queen's flapping wings. She's clearly off the rails. All units battle stations. Proceed to attack at once. Oh, hold your ponies. We ain't done nothing yet. I think we've gone way past the point of talking it out. Nonsense. I have no words to say to creatures like you. She'll die in short order. Now, come on. Didn't we just establish a moment ago that your beloved queen would hate for us to be fighting? You know, the one that's right there? Indeed. But that entire squad, they're different. The prudent and wise majesty would be most understanding of our plight, I'm sure. They're totally losing the plot. Then again, so are we. So ultimately, their conviction is feeble. They're little more than another weak mob or rabble. Let's end this. Am I gonna have to fight you twice, too? That went well. What is it? Is it already? Guess they were all bark, no bite. Curse it all. How could this be happening? Yo, Zora, I'm feeling a bit itchy, you know? Mind if I tear a new one? No, stop, don't come near me. We're supposed to bring her back to Captain Oh, whatever, we've already disobeyed orders. What's one more? Once come, always come, she's all yours. Hold it, good grief, it's not a good thing I decided to come along. I beg of you, don't delay it any longer. Finish me, please. I can't take the pain. Sigrun is secured one of the 4 divine wings. You can deal with the rest. Yeah, sure thing. And also, are you okay if you don't mind me asking? No, not even a little. Maybe imagining things, but it sounded to me like you were about to cry. Oh, nothing to worry about there. At least not for us, anyway. So, we didn't report in for the last group, but this one we did. Okay, gotcha. And there doesn't seem to be a special location here or anything. All just part of the Great Hall. It's over here. There's some capsules around I can grab. At the warp there, so don't need that.
Okay, buddy. Some funny
Have the
finding one
containers
here,
all in
huh?
here. Ooh, silver napalm coins is very good.
Oops, they found us.
Oh, for the fine. Jesus, I heard this battle theme.
I'd say we were moving in
It's a
sync,
jazzy
right,
theme.
Kyle?
And you get to hear it that much in, the main game. I get this capsule. There it is. I see the glow. Be enough.
We've been spotted.
Oh, come on. You're less than half my level. You're gonna. Whatever.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Well, there's the container.
Funny finding one here, huh?
Oh, right. There's a encounter right there. Might as well take care of that. That looks like it's 4-3? I don't know. Anyway, quest time again. You there, are you the unit the captain of the guard dispatched? If you're asking that, then you must be. I admire your resolution to fight us all on your own, though to be honest, I thought a sergeant would know far, far better. But wait a minute, I don't intend to fight. Yeah, neither did the last person, but they still fought us anyway. At the drop of a hat, that. At least you deliberately called us over. You think we're stupid enough to believe that you're not fighting us after doing that? We can't fight on anymore. Suddenly you're so exhausted we can barely move. We never should have done this. Taking over a castle with no supplies was asking for trouble right from the start. So you're saying you surrendered? Yeah, no, that's way too convenient. Yeah, before that, could you give me my soldiers some food to eat? I know this is pathetic. I look back at it like this, but I'd be nothing without my soldiers. How bad an idea this was ahead of time. You should have tried taking over the castle in the first place. Any words to say about this, Melly? It's your castle. Oopsies. But first, the food. We haven't got enough to let you eat all, so someone will need to get some more. Sounds like a job for me. I happen to know someone who can give me exactly what I need to help these guys out. But why are we feeding them here? Like, take them back to the commander, Sigrun, or whatever her name is. She can feed them. You sure you ain't poison them with something dodgy? I'm a chef, remember? Just you wait and see. Let's head back to the fort canteen first. With their kitchen, I can cook up just what these guys eat. This is so stupid.
Guys, get ready to fight.
This is so unbelievably stupid. This area here, it kind of exemplifies to me why. Yeah, I feel like there really needs to be a disable aggro in this game, like Xenoblade 2 has. Like, I will admit the Xenoblade 2 version is a bit busted. It, It's also just like a really nice quality of life feature. Like at the very least, I feel like once you beat the main campaign,
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
or an option that enemies that are below your level won't attack you no matter what. Like I think that would still be reasonable. Probably 4-3. Yep. Not much on this floor. I feel like I could be missing, but eh. Oh no. You, what unit do you belong to? Tell me your colony affiliation now. You have 3 seconds. Ugh. I think we got our guy. You're a lucky boy, you know. He hasn't got that many soldiers with him. Now's your chance to get him. Oh, okay. And they're down. We gotta get out of here. They're too strong. What? You made a run for it. The chase age is perfect. You better make sure I'm out of breath by the time I catch up to you. And the human hunt begins. Have fun. Yo, Uni, we came to suppress rebellion, right? I don't see much rebellion suppression here. Well, duh, Lance. These guys are in it for sadism and not much else. Yeah. Everyone in Colony 11 has a few dozen screws loose.
Not to worry. Just stick to the plan. Flame. I can't move.
You itching to get wrecked?
Oh yeah, I want to check on this while I'm here.
Shall we deal with this?
Yep, see, I thought I might be missing these rooms. Like, it's small enough that I thought the mapping feature might have gotten them without actually going in.
Show us what you got,
Which means I need to check the other one, too.
got a rare doodah right here.
See all the places.
Oh, that's the line she says when it's done. First floor.
All the places.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm out of regions to map out. Level 43, it's a monster I didn't have. This was not even on the map. Alright, soul hacked. Enemy skill. Deflector plate. Sounds neat. Oh, there goes the other one. Enemy skill. Energy efficiency. Who knows what that one is? Oh, there was a third one? I didn't even notice you. Enemy skill. Supercharged. Right, the footprints. Where'd you go? Oh,
Stick to the plan.
whatever. No, I don't care. They're not even gonna give me chump change for fighting them. They are not worth my time. Looks like you managed to escape to the outer walls from here. So what, you think you jumped? Just because I'm dumb enough to try to jump down from the top floor doesn't mean someone else is dumb enough to do that. Same thing. But if I remember correctly, this place is where the Annihilator used to be just ahead, right? But now that it's not there, it's become a dead end. But you know what that means. The dumb stuffer's only got himself cornered. Ellipses, yeah. Doubts. We're gonna run into an army of reinforcements, aren't we? I can't wait. We're here. It appears you're all out of luck now. This is the end of the road for you, quite literally. Hey, please help me, at least spare my life, I'm begging you. As if. Huh? What's going on? Ah, yes, magic. You fell right into my trap, just as I thought you somebody themselves would. And analysis proved correct. You're all a bunch of brub beaters who love to boast to anyone who can you think you can't push back. I knew something was off. Your futile escape was all an act of worse into a false sense of security, and it's your trap. There's nothing I wouldn't do to make y'all suffer. If it weren't for you fools, I would have brought glory to Gavin. The Queen herself would have pointed my triumph. What you did, I can never forgive. As part of my glorious plan, I shall sentence you all to death. It kind of reminds me of Tyon, gotta be honest. Hey, let's just sit out of order. You take that back. For the love of, leave the bickering for later. Some kind of life or death situation in case you've forgotten. Enough talk. Now learn just how fatal your recklessness is. Alright. Bring in 6 enemies or 600. It's not gonna help you. I'd probably be done by now, but I got the combo down. Oh. Alright. This one. And then there's none. So, let me guess, we're not going to report you either? But this can't be right. My glorious plan was supposed to be flawless. You call it devising an underhanded trap glorious. Suppose you never learned of irony. Guess you also never learned that the quickest way to deal with a surprise trap is to brute force your way out of it. This is inconceivable. How did I, a far more intellectually capable being, lose to you meatheads? What's you say about us meatheads after I'm done ripping all the limbs off your body, eh? No, you're the girl from the entire squad. You're just as more atrocious than the rumors claimed. If I were you, I'd sooner now while you still got a limb to surrender with. That's it for that one. Hooray!
See all the places.
Look, just to be clear, like, there's absolutely no way that guy's still gonna be there when we're back, right? And even if he is, he's gonna have like 10 Lovnesses lined up. Look, Danny boy, been ages and ages and ages since Nina seen you. Certainly has been ages, ma'am. Sorry to rush through this conversation, but can I borrow your kitchen? Please go nuts, Danny boy. You're a good friend, and Panana always help out a friend in need. Whatever need may be. Take to hear it. I'll help myself to a few of your ingredients as well, then. I'll pay you back later. The condiment that Danny boy always likes to use is found on the usual shelf. Go do what need doing now. Alrighty then, let's get cracking. Why are we doing this? This is a new level of stupid. Sorry for the wait, the food's all done and ready to eat now. Let's head back to the castle before it gets cold. This is so stupid.
Something smells.
This is so dumb. Tyon, how are you not calling this out? Oh, you actually stayed back. Well, colored me surprised. Here's your order. I call it fortifying gold soup. My lord, it's just an ordinary looking soup, and yet I smell alone. I can already feel so reinvigorated. It's a special soup which blends spices and natural medicines together, making for a delicious and invigorating meal. Stomach can't digest solids after a long period of starvation, so you'll need to eat this first before you eat anything solid. Not to you to go this far for us. Now that we surrendered, what do we do? If the Queen, the war with Agnes, everything we knew was fake, then what do we believe in fight for now on? I'm no Boffin, so I can't really help you out with that one. But if there's one thing I think I can say, it's this. You'd first get a tasty meal in your system to cheer yourself up before doing anything. That is the exact opposite of what you were telling him to do, what, like 20 seconds ago? That way, you'll fill your belly, your mood will improve, and good ideas will start coming to mind, I'm sure. You really aren't a Boffin. But it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. I'll get back and be my soldiers who could have done with dwelling a little less on things past, I think. Once the soldiers have finished eating your soup, we'll be heading back to the captain of the guard. Of course, I won't be to beg for forgiveness, but to seriously consider what our future will look like. I still bet the captain of the guard will be thinking about the same thing, too. Also, once we get the chance again, we'd absolutely love to have some more of your tasty cooking. Better believe we'll cook you up a storm. There won't be any on belly by the time you're all done eating. So he's actually surrendered? Oh, this spark, that's not fair. Why does brain always get to de-escalate everything? There's more ways to fight than besting an opponent in battle. And Brayden won, did he not? But I say I'm glad things didn't escalate for once. Uh-huh, sure. Any voice lines? Nope. Alright. Here and then turn around. Notice how none of them are here. And that's everything dealt with, Captain. No, it isn't! Yeah, we just got done putting the strangers into custody. Okay, you know what? Fine. You get off for once. Even though I'm not even sure how they got here. Considering we didn't send any of them here. Like, one of them came here of their own free will. And that's it. You've gone soft. Kill off a turncoat, and you kill off any little worries about them doing it again. Peace of mind. Captain of the guard here. I get to decide what becomes of them. So the weak and decisive soldier speaks like she's all grown up now. I've had to endure more than my fair share of tough situations, you know. Ever since you left, all that time ago. But they keep on maturing and growing. You wouldn't want your subordinates to make a mockery of you now, would you? The job here is done. I'll be returning to Colony 11. Hold up, Zoran. Come back to the guard. We need... You're like now more than ever. Besides, by your rights, you should be captain of the guard. Just as I was starting to think you had matured a little, it turns out you are still the same person I remember from long ago. However, that should mean you already know my answer is going to be... Isn't that right, Sig? Ellipses. The next theater of operations you have for me better be something with a bit of bite to it, okay? A challenge that I can throw everything I have and more into. You got that? Skip late. Party stopped the armed uprising inside the castle, ignoring Sigmund's invitation to rejoin the guard. Soren left in search of his next battlefield.
I hope everyone's getting along. Hey, the colony relations changed.
Still only 4 stars. I'm pretty sure that was for Colony 11, but it could have been for the Castletown area too, for all I know. Check to see what's over here now.
Something smells exquisite.
Yeah, no, it was for Colony 11. They're still fighting each other to death.
It takes a special individual to keep these ruffians in check. Here must be a woman of true grit.
Yeah, more or less. I don't see any more quests here. I think this area might actually be done now. Unless there's something else tied to this area. Which, hey, you know what that means? An hour, 10 minutes in, I can finally do what I said I was going to do at the start of this. Isn't that great? Okay. Of the ones I'm missing, easily the most involved is Nia's.
I'll come with you, and we
So,
will build the future.
on that. So there is some areas I need to take Nia to so she can ramble on. Or question mark show up around the world. Start with the obvious one. Agnes Castle. Of course there would be one at Agnes Castle. Why would there not be one at Agnes Castle?
Haven't been here for a while.
I can't wait to see the look on Gondor's face when she sees you.
Gondor.
Is that a name you recognize? I don't remember that name ever coming up in Xenoblade 2. Like, there was the old man Gondor from Future Redeemed, but I don't think that's what you're getting at. Oh no. I don't see Gondor in.
Oh, what do you
Oh, well, there you are.
want now?
Hey, come on. Don't be like that. We're just here to say hi.
Huh? What's that? You got time on your hands, have ya? Huh? Why? If it isn't...
I believe this is the first time we speak directly, isn't it, Gondor?
Can someone tell me what the hell's going on? What's the Queen of Agnes doing here? Oh, hang on. I suppose we are in Agnes Castle right now. So, maybe it's not so weird to see you here. But what I don't get is, why does the Queen of Agnes seem to know about me?
That's... Well, it's a long story. The Vandham name, and those that bear it, have a deep meaning for me.
You mean my family?
In the past, we were saved by a man called Vandham. He taught us a lot about life, and what it was we were called to do. It's no exaggeration to say that without him, there would be no me.
Huh? A real deep connection between Nia and Gondor's fam. Spooky.
The memories of it are all but lost now. These were events of the distant past.
Oh. More to the point. Seems you dags have gotten pretty used to chumming up with royalty, like it's no big thing.
Well, Nia asked us to treat her that way. Like another one of the gang.
Come on, Gondor. Surely you more than anyone wouldn't expect us to mince our words around Nia.
Wind your neck in, will ya? Nothing wrong with how I talk.
Oh, you're so bold and unabashed. I simply adore it.
I suppose I am.
I mean, you've passed through the conflict with the false queen, maintained order in the castle. There are a lot of things that came about because of your blood, sweat, and tears, Gondor.
Huh? Well, that's a real heck of a compliment. Too much for the likes of me, maybe, a match. All I reckon we really did was set a few boundaries to stop things going daft. I don't have a clue about your Agnian folks, though.
You're just being humble, Gondor. Please, there's no need for it. It's not easy to earn people's trust, to maintain the balance. And you do all that while still remaining natural, unadulterated Gondor.
Oi! I'm basically an adult. I'm almost... Oh, forget it.
Condor, you really soften up when you get a few kind words, don't you?
Huh? Who you calling soft?
I hope Agnes can count on your continued support.
I mean, what I'd really like to be saying right now is bite me. But since I got a real deal queen going to all the trouble of asking me, I guess I've got to at least consider the request a bit.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Gondor. As the nominal lady of Agnes Castle, I bestow upon you my sincere admiration for fulfilling the...
Hey! Whoa! Enough already! It's like you want to make me squirm.
Ah, there's our Gondor.
Just shut up, will you? We're done talking about me, alright? You Ouroboros assholes, mind your own beeswax, alright? I better not hear you've been holding the Queen back. You're a real goofy bunch, aren't you? Just being around you counts as a hazard.
Pot calling the kettle black much there, Gondor love?
So they were going after the fandom angle. Okay, fine. That makes a little sense, I guess. Even if Gondor, again, completely overshadowed the scene and was just completely miserable the entire time. Let's get out of here. I don't want to have to think about the fact I'm going to inevitably have to do Gondor's hero quest soon. Let's see, what else is there? One here in the Forest region. Not that question mark. Another one? We'll go to Benel Cave for now and see from there. As it loads. There's 2 question marks here. One of them is the one that was there before, so what's the other one? Nope. You're down here? Nope.
See all the places.
Here either. It's gotta be the full area. That's 24, is it? No. I'm very confused. Okay, new plan. I'm going over here and I'm going to see where the other question mark is when I'm right next to this one. It's this direction. Okay, I can work with that. There it is. It was hidden by the warp point. This one voice too? Oh, Xenoblade 2 music. Oh yeah.
The
In this
scent
voice.
of Saffronia. This takes me back.
Takes you back? You mean you know what this is?
Yes, of course. Saffronia trees used to grow in the world that I came from, you see.
Huh? For real? So that's where Saffronia trees come from. Who'd have guessed?
That's not all. What you call the Urian Mountains came from my world too.
Whoa, seriously? I always thought they were funny-shaped mountains.
I mean, now they're mountains. Back then, they weren't so picturesque.
Are there more places like this? Stuff that we don't know the true origin of?
Actually, yes. In fact, I dare say, pretty much everywhere you've seen till now.
Makes sense. If you hadn't been here, we'd have just walked right past like it was no big thing.
I suppose it's good for you all to know about how things were in the old world. Well, now you've got all this new perspective, why not have a look back at the path you already traced?
Looking back at where we came from, that could be a really valuable experience.
Yes. Please, give it some thought. The path that you're on now will lead you to the future that you've dreamed of.
That kind of feels like it should have been the one I went for first. Oops. Well, next one's in the Pentalus region. I think I remember where this one was. It was around here. Yeah, there's a question mark. This could be unrelated to something else, but come on. What are the chances? If you don't answer that.
Those empty ruins.
That sound.
Oh, nothing. That just empty ruins.
Nia? Everything all right?
This place you call Mactha Wildwood. Do you know anything about all the ruins and things scattered around here?
No, to tell the truth.
I never paid them any mind, I guess. But now you mention them, they do seem pretty weird. Oh. Hey, is this also related to stuff from your old world, Nia?
That's a good guess, Senna. Not quite right, but you aren't far off.
Please, explain.
All right, I will. This is probably something you ought to know about. I told you before about Ionios' creation, right? Well, what I'm about to talk about goes back much further into the past than that.
You mean when the worlds were one?
The people of that time had access to absolute power, using it to create and enjoy a flourishing civilization. But in the end, they started to fight each other for control over that very power. And because of that, the power became a calamity and ripped the world in two. What we're looking at now is the remnants of the destruction that humanity has wrought. So the true meaning of all this ruin is to stand as a monument to the history that created this world.
If you really think about it, we human beings are the cause of all of it.
I don't get it. Why fight till everything burns?
The answer is because they were afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of ending. All life, all civilizations and cultures, everything comes to an end in time. Of course, humans are part of the world too. We can't escape that rule either. But people never stop looking for a way, even if it means going beyond the rules. Eternity. That's what they were searching for.
Eternity.
If the present moment carries on forever, then the end will never come. That's eternity. With that, the miserable decay that you're looking at now would never come to pass. I think you probably all know the rest of the story already. Why this world that we're in now is called Ionios, the realm of eternity.
Zed also wants eternity, just as the people did back then.
But, I mean, even though they were longing for eternity, to sacrifice so many lives to achieve it, it can't be right.
I agree. We might get hurt, and someday we'll be gone. But we have to keep moving forward in spite of all that. That's what it means to live, right, Nia?
Yes, exactly right. That must be clear to you all now. You should hold on to that vision of life. Cherish it as you go forward. Keep that in your heart so that you never repeat the mistakes of the past.
It's Memories 3 of 4. Again, interesting, but you're making a lot of assumptions there, Nia. Like, unless you went and checked all this with the Klaus after the fact, which I doubt you had the time to do. Last one's here in the city. Right there in Memorial Hall. Take a wild guess as to what this one's about. Oh, there it is. I was just a little too far forward.
Your Majesty, there you are.
Please, it's Nia. You aren't used to it yet, are you?
I'm sorry, you're... Please forgive me. It's just...
It's fine. I may have taken my teasing a step too far there.
I hope what I'm about to say doesn't come out the wrong way, but...
Yes?
It's just... You're our queen. We believed you were the one that gave us all life, and that we'd return to you in the end. You were like this awesome being high above. None of us could even dream of talking to you. And now you're just traveling along with us and chatting like it's an everyday thing. It's just really bizarre to me somehow. Like things have been switched around. It still feels a little strange.
Could it be that it just hasn't sunk in yet? I see. Well, it's the same for me.
What?
I'm sure I've told you this before, but please indulge me. While I was asleep in the Cloud Keep, I was getting information about what was happening in the world. So I knew long before that you were not M, but an independent being called Mio. But it was nothing more than information. I wanted to truly know you more than anyone else. But I couldn't touch you, couldn't make contact. I felt so close to you, but you were still this distant, far-off thing. It was so frustrating. But right now, you're so close, I can reach out and touch you, speak with you even. I never thought the day would come. It's a truly strange feeling.
It's the same for me.
Indeed. It's amazing, really, the way things worked out, don't you think?
For sure. If I hadn't become Ouroboros, I'd never have had the chance to meet you, Nia. Sometimes a small pebble starts the avalanche, which changes your whole future. Don't you think?
No, I don't think you can put it all down to chance.
Huh? What do you mean?
I think we met because we were supposed to, Mio. It was meant to be. Because, to me, you're...
Hey! Mio! Nia! We're heading out soon, guys. Get a move on or you'll get left behind.
Okay, we're coming! Shall we go join the others?
Sure, let's do that. Mio?
Yes?
I'm really glad we got to talk like this.
Yeah, me too. Nia.
These memories, 4-4. Okay, admittedly, that wasn't about what I figured it was. It's more just about the Cloud Keep stuff, which kind of begs the question of why this wasn't in the Cloud Keep, but... Like, at the beginning, it kind of looks like it was going to be about the Ouroboros Stone, but they immediately dropped that. Like, I figured they were going to talk about the founders. But no, that didn't happen. Oh, strengthening in water. Well, this first.
Right?
Okay, so what do we got next? Good question. Nia, anywhere you still want to go? Oopsies. Well, if you're asking me to choose, then I may have to ask your advice first. Sure, I hope we can give you a decent answer. What place you guys have been so far? Was there ever a place where you could look at the sky up close and almost touch it? What do you mean close to the sky? What, you mean like the Cloud Sea? I guess she means like, have we ever been to the highest place in the world, right? Highest place, have we? Maybe, maybe not. Is that where you'd like to go now, Nia? I mean, I don't have any really major reason for it, but wouldn't the highest place in the world be the Cloud Keep? You know, the place you were resting in? Just when you asked where I wanted to go, that was the first thing that popped into my head. But the sky, you mean? Maybe when I look at the sky, I just long to go back there. Sort of nostalgia. Ellipses. Well, if that's what you want, then why don't we try to find a high place for you? Oh, really? You're good with that? I'm cool with it. Anyway, it's me who brought up the whole where do you want to go chat in the first place. There's a way up there, skyscraping places like that. I'd love to check it out myself. Guys, thank you so much. I guess I'm counting on you all over again. Let's find together then. A place where we'll be close enough to touch the sky. Your request, grasping my future.
Alright, let's get going. Time's a waste.
Right, well, so all you gotta do is go to Swordmock. I guess that's also really high. That actually might be higher than Cloud Keep, now that I think about it. Because isn't there a part where you pass the cloud barrier? If they want us to go down. That's how you know you're high up.
Oh, score! I mean, what good fortune.
Huh? Almost just ran off the edge. You know what? Save yourself some time. Let's just warp to the name, the monster grave site. Do not mess
Is
with
that what I think
Biggins.
it is?
Here and then around and
Amazing.
this castle's covered in clouds. You can touch the sky from there. I don't get it.
Ah, such a blue sky. Though the world changes, no matter what form it may take, the sky up there, it stays the same. Thank you. I'm grateful to all of you. It's kind of you to indulge me like this.
No, it's fine. Don't forget, asking you along was our idea.
I'm pleased you all became Ouroboros. I'm glad that you did.
Nia, what's gotten into you? Why are you saying this now?
When this battle is over, the stationary worlds will move once again. When the worlds were divided, they knew nothing of each other. In the end, they'll be strangers once again. Perfectly ignorant. As will we. Even so, I wanted to make a memory. The day when we part for good, it's coming. But still, I wanted us to share this moment. I wanted to feel that special connection, those ties that bind us together. Not just as your queen, but also as your friend.
Nia.
So just thank you. In the end, it's up to you. My hope is invested in your future. You must defeat Zed and make a better world with your own hands.
Hey, that's not quite right.
Huh?
That better world. You'll be building it together with us, Nia.
You mean...
I mean, even if we do get separated, someday we'll see each other again. We want you with us, Nia, in that future. How could we not? We need you. Rather, please stay. Because the connection we share, Nia, that's something that can never be broken.
Mio. I mean, if that's the future that you want... No, let me try that again. That future, I'll share it with you. It's not just yours, it's our future we'll invest in. For that, we need this world to end. Until that time.
Yeah. We'll be by your side until then, Nia.
Oh, that was short, but I guess all the scenes along the way were kind of the actual quest. With the future now safe party hands, Nia wished to travel together with him once more until such a day as the journey will come to an end. And life stage increases to rank 20. That 20, okay. Well, I mean, I can't even really comment on that one. It was just one scene. It's fine, I guess. I was kind of expecting Nia to snap at the end, but she didn't. I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that. Like, on the one hand, it's like it's kind of out of character for, at least by 2 standards, at the same time, seeing how they treat characters like Gondor in this game, maybe it's better that they didn't attempt it again. Who's left? You here, there's Triton, those 2. Alright, so 6 left, because Valdi is also at 10. Oh, fine, I've mentioned her enough times. Get it over with. Because the last thing I want to do is have her be the last one. Lucky. Maybe you get not 1, but 2 Ascension quests. Not over that still. I'm never going to be over it. You know, until Xenoblade 4 comes out, maybe. I don't know.
Ah, Gondor. Just who I wanted to see.
Something wrong?
Sorta. But just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah? How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good, too.
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are gonna grow ginormous.
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones, too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dags, a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. There was a scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Faunus region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
No, it's more like... Well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes, that's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I
don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
Knowing your family.
Hope I'm not too rusty.
We can go a few rounds if you want.
Where does that go? Here by sharp-witted Tracy. Monster names in this game make no sense, and I don't want them to start making sense. Please, keep them nonsensical. This is where the monster was. In weak monster beginner
It should be
territory.
somewhere around here, right?
But rumors have a tendency to become overblown. A similar principle may be at work here.
Well, duh. Nobody'd want to admit they got their asses handed to them by one monster. I don't really have time for this. Why don't you, shitheels, get to the bottom of this, huh?
You seemed interested enough earlier.
Don't get me wrong. I am a mite curious. I want to know about the thing that beat my men black and blue.
If it turns out to be a tall tale, then that'll be the end of it. But either way, I guess we can just beat it up. That way, no more threat. Job's a good 'un.
I like the cut of your jib, guy. That's right. No need to overthink it. We see something ginormous, we beat it up. We see anything else, we still beat it up. Easy peasy.
That's one way to look at things.
Anyway, we've already come out here. We can sweat the details, or we can do things the easy way, right?
Gondor does have a point. It might be better for us to shelve the speculation and just start looking.
Hey, over there. Those guys sure don't look okay.
Hey, you there! You still alive?
What? Who are you lot?
What happened to you?
We were attacked by a fiend.
Huh? A fiend?
We were in combat with an Agnian colony when it blindsided all of us. We did our best to escape, but it was pretty catastrophic for both sides.
Where was it you were fighting? We've been looking for that mudder.
It was Singbri's funnel. You should take care, though. That thing wasn't an everyday kind of monster.
Let's take a look. Could be we've hit pay dirt.
Right. Oh, yeah, there's... I saw you earlier. Well, now...
All under control.
I'll whack 'em good.
Make this quick. Unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
I want to send a soldier on. Come on, let me. There we go.
We can't leave it like this.
Ever since I complained that Mio never sends any on, now she's pretty much the only one that ever does. Of course. Still having trouble getting 5 stars on anyone. Like, I think Colony Mew is still the only colony that I have that is 5 stars, and I forced that one. Like, by going into the Encyclopedia cards and just spamming it repeatedly.
Quite a rare sight.
I'd like to hope I'm not going to have to do that for every single colony, but I'm prepared to if that's what it takes. Oh, I saw some soldiers down. They're fighting a bunch of giant monkeys.
There they are. Is that who we've been looking for?
They look to be surrounded.
And are those the infamous...
We can talk about it later. Those people need our help.
Yeah.
again. Oh, that was easy.
Phew, we owe you. Wait, who are you?
Just passing by. Ah, but we met some of your mates earlier, I think.
Oh, I see. So they made it out alive.
You lot are pathetic. Getting done in by this small fry?
No, you got it wrong. Before we got ambushed by those things you just took down, we were fighting a ginormous Turkin.
Oh, wow. I'll take it all back then. Clearly, you're all valiant soldiers who got messed up by a Turkin.
Admittedly, these monsters were pretty large.
They were pretty strong, but was it really such a big deal?
Spark it all! It was a huge one that did us in. Anyway, we'll go rendezvous with our friends. Sorry for dragging you out here.
Well, that was a bloody waste of my time and talents. Ginormous Turkin, my shapely arse.
It's difficult to believe that Turkins would even nest in this area.
And it's not like we could just go and rustle them up if they did.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do we go back?
I just can't get over how we came all the way out here and we didn't even get into a decent scrap. It's exactly this kind of shit that really roils my guts. Whoa! Wow. Now we're talking. That's what I want to sink my teeth into.
What?
Get after him, you lily-livered dags! What? How you
But
getting
that's
on?
large.
Gondor, no running off.
Whatever. Back to trail tracking. The trail will get there sooner or later.
Whoa, what's with that one?
Purpose of this one even so far, just to hunt down a giant Turkin, which isn't even that big. Well, oh, do you give coins? Nope, they give nothing. No point then. Well, I was gonna help.
Just be careful, alright?
An ether thing over there. Oh, we're gonna miss it.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
All that running just to start running backwards. How did we not run into this Darkin earlier? Which I will say again, isn't even that big. These giant monkeys are way bigger. Oh, there you are. And I guess it's big by Turkin standards, but I don't know.
Why were you running?
Because you were chasing. Ah, anybody run away when scary?
But you're a ginormous Turkin.
When she puts it like that.
It's definitely more ginormous than a normal Turkin.
What is big idea, huh? Barging into roost with muddy foots, it shows poor breeding.
Don't act innocent, beak freak. You're the one who messed up my guys.
Huh? And what problem with that?
You want to know the problem? How about I explain it to you with my fists, you shit-crusted featherbrain?
I not know where humans came from, but they attacked me, so I chased them away. That's the end of story. A lot of ruckus in neighbour brood recent. Turkin just want peace and quiet. Quiet! That too much to ask?
We did hear it let the soldiers get away.
You humans think we special. Keep coming to capture them and attack us. When Turkins get attacked, we return claw for claw. But we never attack humans if humans not attack us.
What? So you weigh up whether or not you want to pick a fight?
Humans not any different. Violence only breed more violence. Therefore, when hit Turkins, expect it back.
Did you just threaten me? Wow, you got guts, blockhead. I think I'll grill him for supper.
Hold on, let's not get heated, Gondor. It does make a lot of sense what he's saying.
So tell us, why are you here?
They're no big mystery. Had argue over territory, so now Turkins just look for easy living place.
Somewhere comfy?
Comfy, yes. Turkins is an island, just like Herman.
Not an island? What, you gonna build some kind of bird confederacy and then attack us?
No confederates. I'm not attacking flock like you. When fighting, I alone.
So, what do you mean, you're not an island?
It has kids.
These are my Turklets. I search for easy living place for them. Huh?
Oh.
That's why when strangers attack, I has to fight back. Humans only flock with birds of same feather. I try talk sometime, but they only run away.
Can't really speak for you personally, Bud, but it sounds like you've had it rough.
Very rough. Like trouble with neighbours wasn't bad enough. They're also little food to eat. They think soon time for move again. New place with no humans. Bit of grazing.
What? You don't get enough grub here?
That right. I Turkin gourmet.
I don't think you get to be picky in your case, mate.
Was little Turkin joke. Plan to move, it for provide better food opportunity for Turklets. Just before, I go out to forage for Turklet dinner.
Oh no. So when you bumped into us earlier...
That right. Then I chased again. Is some kind of instinct for humans chasing Turkins. They complete ruined.
So, if you had that food, you could move.
If we had enough food for migrate, we could leave within an hour. But this neighbour brood, so many humans and monsters. Migration, have to wait a long time.
Oh, all right. We'll do your shopping. Let's see now. This neck of the woods, juicy broccoli and zap caps should do it.
Gondor, are you sure?
We'll be back with the food. So you and your brats get ready to leave, all right?
Huh? Kind human really exist. Have to adjust expectations for future. Human can also bring 10 spring roots.
Hey, don't push your luck. It still ain't too late for me to barbecue you. And anyway, you brought this on yourself.
So we're really doing this?
I'm guessing Gondor's got some kind of a thought here. Might as well tag along.
Showing good judgment there, meathead. Maybe you're not hopeless after all.
What's that? You hungry for a knuckle sandwich?
Sorry for bother, humans. This very big help.
Always nice to have more friends.
Oh well, I have enough zap caps already. And juicy broccoli, but the spring roots I'm missing, so...
Just eyeball the numbers, eh? Turkins ain't good enough at maths to tell
Want a bet? I'm curious where they all lie on the chart. They are completely separate, but considering they're all out here, I think we can take a guess there's probably going to be a line here at some point. Can't really have a line for Gondor, but some spring roots. What are these things? And I'm at a whopping 0. Hang on, I'll check. Not on coin. Yeah, give me the knock on coins already.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
Oh, there's a bunch of glowing points over there. That might be it. That might be our spring roots. Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Those were definitely different items I grabbed. 5 of them. So I need 10.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Points, come on.
Just be careful, all right?
Hinging on the edge now. Not seeing any more. Top of this? Why not?
This is something decent.
Oh, you can't. That's as high as it goes. Oh, there they are. Found ya.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Mind
All right.
drop it, yeah?
Going back. The closest thing we have to a war point. Slowly going there. I'm here this time. I was hoping I'd paused in a way to skip the ear-piercing cry. No. No such luck.
Hey, that's not your everyday jump.
Darken. Oh.
So, juicy broccoli and zap caps, was it? We managed to find a good number. Do you think this will be enough?
I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like they'll be able to tell the difference. Should be enough for the kids anyhow. The lurching monstrosity will make do.
Wait, Gondor, you're actually worried about the little ones?
Hardly.
You do realize there's a chance that the large one has been lying to us, right?
If it turns out he has, we just punch his lights out. Simple.
Well, be that as it may,
If we get them to move away ASAP, it saves us a world of trouble.
It's true. If they relocate somewhere further away from us, everyone's lives will be more peaceful.
All right, let's get this back to them then. And we can wrap this...
What was that?
Stupid twits! What now?
Let's check it out.
Oh.
Let's just hurry back.
I'll leave him alone for a second, and now this, damn it!
What happened? Ah, Kavesi soldiers. I see. They're back for a rematch.
What wrong with you, human? This my mess.
Shut up! If we don't take you out, we'll never be able to look our commander in the face.
You the ones that attack us.
Don't let the monster confuse you.
You dipshits! What are you playing at?
Hey, you're the...
Oh, you come back!
Are you all right? What's going on?
He's protecting his kids.
Wait, chill out, you guys. This isn't what you think.
That thing's a monster!
Just leave it alone if you know what's good for you.
You think we can show our faces back home if we got done in by an overgrown turkey? Give me a break. If you're itching to get in our way, we'll just have to give you a beating.
Ha! Seems like we're out of options.
Woke up, chose violence. Fine.
Hey, you still with us?
Thank much for help.
What the hell? You could have taken them all out easy.
Things was tricky. Turk in truth, no parent can bear to put own turklets in danger.
Yeah, I get it.
Are all the Turkins all right?
Turklets are safe, but I not so.
Please, no. Don't tell me.
My gizzard, it leaking out.
Pull yourself together. I'm not letting you leave your bloody kids alone.
Gondor.
That is correct. I also not think it come to this. Tragic day indeed. Raising little turklets can be such really hard work. But this, what happened here, this is own fault. Exactly like you say. Brought this all on top of self. Every time get attacked, I was such big flock fool to keep fight back. Never should fight human in first place. Quiet better. Should have run away to safer roost.
Think about your children, damn you! If you die now,
Maybe they can survive on own, my turklets. It no like they're feather brains. So you there, smallest human, please hear my lastest request.
what is it? Let's hear it.
If there is place that's safe and have no fighting, I want you take my turklets there so safe and tight. If they just need live, then turklets can handle by self. But they not do good for fighting. They not strong. Like I was when in primes of use. If Turkin can ask you.
gone.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a turkin. Seeing someone die before your eyes and not being able to do anything about it, it's shit.
But I think we did all we could.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, you lot. Got a job for you.
A job?
You heard the bird. We gotta take him with. I, did kinda bring this on us all.
I don't really think it's your responsibility.
Did I ask you? What's it gonna be? Your kids coming? Or would you rather stay here with Daddy? Alright, go say your farewells. But it's not safe here anymore. So don't take any longer than you have to.
Gondor, are you sure about this?
Life put them in front of me. So I wanted to do what I could to make their lot bearable. And there's just the little ones left. If they say they want to live, I can at least give them that much.
You're right. I think that's the best way.
Yeah, life can be a bitch sometimes. But what's the alternative? None of us planned it. But we're family now. And family has to stick together, right?
Makes sense.
I'll tell you right now, the work will be hard. You'll have to scratch for your own grain. You sure you still want it? Your dad was a tough customer. Don't you ever forget that. Shit always comes at you sideways.
Are you okay, Gondor?
Mind your damn business. You're not the ones who's gonna have to teach stuff to non-verbal bird things.
True.
Let's get going. There's plenty to do and daylight's wasted.
The quest completed even though it didn't seem like it was done yet? Big Turkin was pushed into battle defending his children at the very last. Gunnar decided to look after them in their father's place. This one was weird. Like, this is really weird. Like, this one is one of the few that I feel like probably shouldn't have been Ascension Quest. Like, just makes Senna's Gondor's like it really was meant to be in the first place. Just have this be a whatever quest. And Senna could have something else. Then everybody would have won. Who's left? Wait, how many coins do I have? I have 60. Valdi, Miyabi, and you. So we're down to 4. No, 5, because Triton. I keep forgetting Triton. Triton's probably going to be the last one.
I'm here too.
Let's do Valdi because it's we're in the area. Oh, am I not prepared for Valdi yet? Let's find out, I guess. Yeah, this is one where you have to do the side quest. Not you. You talk to Widge.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Oh, Mark. I fancy toasty with armu steak.
Smells tasty.
I go with usual fishy fillet. About armus. Okay. Against his own auto-lev tech for ourselves. What an idea! If they'd have continued the war, Colony 30's spell performance could have been off the charts. But no, the commander did this precisely because we stopped fighting, didn't he? Just forget what I said, okay?
Can we maybe train?
Talk about
Let's catch
Armus.
up on stuff.
Lots of Armus on Colony 30, isn't there? Must be nice for them, lots of food around. Armu meat ain't nothing to scoff at. I keep saying Armus this and Armus that, but actually the proper term would be Armudai. Ones with the horns are Arduns, while the ones without are Armus proper. And speaking of equality, Armus have more subcutaneous fat, making theirs more flavorful. I love you, but this is too much, even for you. On the other hand, Ardun horns are rich in nutritious compounds, so people grind and mix them with water to drink. Any other questions? Oh wow, I didn't know half that time. You're awesome. Nobody asked any questions to begin with. What are you, some kind of armuologist?
Everyone got their strength back?
Around. What's the whole thing about building this Levness up, right? Like, you have to talk to somebody and give them materials? Vaguely remember that. I don't know if we ever finished it. Or not. Maybe it's Valdi I've talked to, and she just needs to get rid of Valdi and replace him with anybody else. Sure, you're right.
That's what I'm here for.
Nope, it's not that. Could be something. I'm only at 3 stars here. There should be more to do. Oh, there's an eye mark here. I'm seeing enough on pulling all-nighters and maintenance. Any idea who that is? Puli, of course. The guy's a proper workaholic. The real perpetrator. Sure. Talk about the Kami Iota thing again. Here, come on. Any more discussion topics or anything? Nope. Alright, well, we'll do the discussion topic. I doubt there's a quest side to this one, but...
I've already got food on the brain.
Oh no, there is! The real
Let's check
perpetrator.
first, right?
Wasn't this Puli guy involved in hiding those mecha friend parts? Got a bit of a bone to pick with him. He's the one who goaded Widge and Dinky into making trouble. Napon names are the best. But with a name like that, he's a Napon too, right? Back then, we couldn't really get a handle on what he was about. That's for sure. Let's have a word with him if we find him. Alright, this is a quest that's required to do all these things, so it's fine.
Should we get a move on?
Find Puli and hope this doesn't take too long. Then we can go on to Valdi and everything will be hunky dory. Puli. MMA? You guys. Hey, get back here! Why did you run away? Something fishy going on, definitely smells like guilt. Let's get after him.
I'll take
Oh,
point.
these are tracks. Oh, you went down here. All right.
That smarts. What you
This
putting
tiny
away?
little Nalpon somehow climbed up this massive wall. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? Where you're going, aren't you? You're going up to that hidden secret location that took me a really long time to find, aren't you? It's literally the last area in the region for me. Given how much trouble this region gave me, that says a lot. Yep, you're going right. Climbing up here too. Senna. That's Mio. Looks like Lanes is going next. Uni. Pion would have gone, but we're at the top. Yeah, they're Pooly. Hey, what you scribbling there? Doing best and working hard for Alexandria. Please give many praises as reward. Meh? You look at things without asking. Very good character. Alexandria. The Alexandria who's the commander of Connie Iota. That Alexandria? What exactly were you working so hard for her on? I recommend being as detailed as possible. From where I'm standing, it looks like you were doing intelligence work. Man, this has nothing to do with Alexandria. Free agent, excellent for self. I feel like we shouldn't be addressing this alone. We should put this colony 30.
I see some relations have changed.
So is this one that you couldn't do until after doing the Alexandria thing? Because otherwise this would make no sense. Oh well. Back we go. Okay, let me see if I got it right. This Nalpon was intending to pass Colony 30 intelligence onto another colony. In addition, hoping to cause rifts within the colony, he masterminded this plan to steal Mechafriend's parts. Yep, that's about it. Simply put, not let Colony 30 defeat Alexandria. Simply put, defeat Colony 30 instead and make Alexandria happy, that plan. So what now, Commander Valdi? Good question. I don't want my friends to be hurt. Can't we all just be friends and get along? Valdi? Really sorry, but I feel so huge, Mars. I'll just forget. You are way too lenient. Really? Valdi says he forgives him. You have change of heart and work very hard now. Yeah, sure. Then again, I have been overly cynical with one character already, the guy that surrendered, that actually surrendered. So, fine. Give you a break. That was it. That was the end of the quest. Your culprit. You fully hindered Doric projects for Alexandria's sake. Valdi still forgave him and resolved to work together on fishing Doric.
I see some relations have changed.
They got some silver Nalpon coins. Nice and all.
I hear Pully's helping with the construction now. Hope he's keeping his nose to the grindstone.
Oh.
That Nopon is fishy however you look at it. We should remain wary of him.
Puli will turn over New Leaf and commit to self-helping construction of Doric. So you're over Alexandria now. Did that have nothing to do with Puli still thinking of other schemes to win Heart of Darling? Hey, buddy. The place is a whole lot livelier with Widge and the other stuff now, don't you think? Building stuff's a whole lot of fun if you do it together. You join in too, the hints. Nice idea, but we need to take care of gathering the materials. Gather materials, yes, it's like you were already working with us, huh? Oh, yeah, it's... Thanks to friends Dork now in phase 5. You think he would just start off on the wrong feet with Mr. Friend after past incident, but I'll tell me now. Dork currently proceeding on track for phase 5. Okay, so this is what I was thinking of before. I guess you just couldn't do anything with it while that other quest need to be done. Friends bring materials, then or Papa give Speedy quick check.
Okay, so we're handing over.
I have the maximum amount necessary for 2 of those. I have maximum amount needed for 1 of those. Maximum amount for 1. Basically maximum amount for 1. Yeah, we're doing sport urchin here. Definitely. Without a doubt. Feel all gathered. Phase 5 now completable. Much thanks. Hard efforts of friends keep construction ticking nice. But before our Papa get ahead of herself, Phase 6 involved making of Doric system parts. Will be a bit tricky. Preparations prepared. The Papa take quick break from inspecting. Okay. Doesn't seem like it. We tried the age-old method now. Put Valdi in the party.
Hey, Valdi, is Yuzette not around?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I wonder where he's gone.
And you didn't mention that before.
Yuzette, what happened?
Was standing 1 minute and then flop onto ground.
What?
You're overreacting, don't you think? I'm just exhausted, that's all.
You've been pushing yourself too hard.
Workload's pretty intense right now. I've got to do my part to keep the colony running.
Is it really that bad?
We used to get support based on how well the Levener squadrons performed in battle. The castle provided for us, so now we have to work like a mudder to make up the shortfall.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't think I needed to. I thought I could manage well enough by myself.
Now that stink of untruth. Yuzette working hard for Valdi. Did not want sympathy vote.
Hey!
Yuzette want to act dependable to get on good side of Valdi. Tried hard not to show weakness.
Is that true?
What does it matter? Fact is, I can't be lying down on the job.
Look, we get that you're under a lot of pressure. What is it that needs doing, anyhow?
Dispatching of Levnesses to Colony Lambda.
To Lambda?
So you're lending out Kavesi Levnesses to Agnes?
That's right. Even after they've served their purpose in battle, the Levnesses themselves can still function. I wanted to get as much use out of them as I could.
So he say, but now look at sorry state of him. Where Papa also been showing Yuzette ropes as little side project.
Oh, you were teaching me?
Let me help. I'd love to. Come on. Give me a job to do.
Huh? Well, if you're asking, how about handling the Levner shipment I was talking about? Once you get them there, it's just a matter of delivering them to the commander.
Sure thing. I can do that.
Incidentally, what need does Commander Izzard have with Kavesi Levnesses?
I'm not 100% on the details, but he wants them for some kind of survey. Levnesses to scout something out. I wonder what's going on at Lambda.
No point speculating when we can just check it out ourselves. Right?
Right.
Be thorough, yeah? Oh, but, don't push it too hard.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just take a lie down and make sure you're all rested up. So then, off to Colony Lambda we go.
Request. I'm a mechanic. So, to Colony Lambda?
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Yep, we're going to talk to Izzard. A lot of these are interlinked, just something I didn't expect. But I'm glad it is. It's just like, I guess I was so used to the ones like Gondor's, where it's just a random Your character just being isolated off in a random corner of the map that's not even related to what they were doing. I'm still salty, and I probably can remain that way for the rest of the game. Just go to Colony Lambda. Is it load? Colony Lambda's not that big. There we go.
Commander Izzard, right? We're here with the Levnesses you ordered.
I appreciate how readily you accepted our request. Thank you. But I must say, I hadn't expected you to deliver them in person, Commander.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had to improvise. Ah, you know how to operate them, right? Our guys normally do the piloting.
We've hired pilots for that very reason. Though, we wouldn't mind getting some pointers.
Oh, that's great. Our pilots have been wanting to chat with you too. Anything you need to know, just ask.
Glad to hear it.
Commander Izzard, I hear you're using the Levnesses for some sort of survey. Care to divulge?
Yes, about that. We've observed recently that our water sources around the colony are being rapidly depleted.
So you're using them to investigate?
No. In fact, the survey branch has already identified the cause. It's the Ansels living at the top of the Great Falls.
Ansels? But their natural habitat should be the Urian Mountains.
Indeed. And their presence here has been affecting the flora. We're particularly concerned about their laying waste to the cure grass we use to treat our troops.
That's an issue, all right.
So you want to take those overgrown feather brains out of the picture? That it?
Which is why you need powerful Levnesses. You're looking a bit worse for wear there, Izzy. You been running yourself ragged too?
Two?
My lieutenant's also been burning himself out.
Oh.
Noah?
We'll help you out too.
I appreciate the offer, but I think...
You underestimate this job, and you're going to collapse from overexertion too. Better to share the load, no? It'll make life easier.
Valdi's really worried about him.
Could be a nice little excursion. No one's gonna complain.
All right then, if it's no trouble. We'll have this issue sorted in no time flat with you on board.
Easy peasy. Just let us at him.
I look forward to this, Commander Valdi.
Hey. Even here, Assert can't escape being exhausted.
Hey, tell me something. Are you and Izzard pals, Tayo?
I wouldn't exactly say pals. The commander is more akin, perhaps, to your chief status.
There's an eye there. I support what Kochi did. You're insane. I've been hearing all kinds of talk about that. Seems like times are changing here in our colony as well. If you have the colony's interest at heart, then surely you have to understand that Kochi's got their idea here. No, he's nuts. Situation Colony Lambda.
Something smells tasty.
I don't mind my asking, but what is this spa exactly? Where does this come from? The commander keeps asking everyone to join him on a trip to the spa place. Yes. He's got a spa on the brain, has he? It's good. This is how he took my question. What's the other eye mark? Now I want to know. I won't actually do the discussion until...
The Levnesses round here sure are a lively bunch.
So they take good care of them. The mechanics must really take pride in their work.
I'm selling from Colony Town? Yeah, of course. Why do you ask? Sounds like you found some resources with that probe we lent him. Ah, yeah, him. That's pretty good news. I think we can expect a great relationship with Colony Town in the near future.
I see some relations have changed.
I thought you were all down the dumps since the surgeon got mad at you. Well, you're not wrong. It's definitely a nifty bit of kit, but I shouldn't have discarded protocol. What we need to be thinking about now is what's best for Lambda. So yeah, I can't be moping around. I got stuff to do. All I do is fight, so it's probably good for me to be subject to a few rules and regulations. Well, sure, but me and the guys' logistics are getting fed up with how bloated the peacetime bureaucracy is.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Working with other colonies, we got more on our plate, but we still cut all the red tape. Their output's important. Okay, that complaint makes a bit more sense. But like I said, we're prioritizing this. Okay, when they said it was at the top of the falls, I figured it was over here, but no, they're talking over here. There's no convenient warp. This is the closest to it, I think. We're just gonna have to walk from here. The automatic mode, it's beautiful.
Oh, my sparks. The cute.
They mentioned they were birds.
The Ansel's were sighted a bit further up, right?
Yep, there you are.
That's right. There are skeeter nests around here as well. We should take care.
At level 42, we'll be fine.
Weapons out, guys! It's do or die! Who's been giving Izzy so much trouble?
Push through!
Huh. That looks like them all.
They won't be tearing up the cure grass any longer. I hope that now. Their fighting days are finally over.
Valdi, pleased to look. Such pretty, pretty flowers.
Oh, wow. But it's such a tiny patch of them.
You think those ants have got them or something?
No, those flowers are from the Urian Mountains. And they don't normally grow in this region.
Well, how then?
Maybe it's just as Uni said. Maybe the Ansels carried the seeds and they ended up here.
That's nuts. They probably had the seeds stuck in their feathers. And they just happened to land here. Still, of all the places they could have bloomed.
It's just random chance, Uni. Not like they grew here on purpose. Only questions whether they make it.
They did choose. They chose to bloom up here. They never gave up. They're just like me. This world, it lives and breathes, just like me.
Happy revelation?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's nice, but you know that's still an invasive species, right? You gotta take it down, or at least move it.
You look pretty pleased, Tyon. Make us a cuppa then.
Half lambda, yeah, I know the drill by now. We're not even halfway done. At least from what this massive wall of text is telling me. They might have gotten a bit wordy late on Anna.
Well.
Trying
We've
to
already
spoil
received
myself.
your report.
About the Ansel's impact on the environment.
It's all good. Our survey branch will be monitoring the situation carefully.
Then how about we leave the Levnesses here? Could you give us an update if you happen to find out anything new?
You feeling okay there, Valdi? You sound like you're interested in something that's not a Levnis.
Oh, come on. They're adapting to their environment by themselves. It's such an amazing phenomenon. How could I possibly pass it up?
Ha, how indeed. The most feared mechanic in Kevis. So wide-eyed and innocent.
Huh?
Up until we met in person, I pictured you as a cold, ruthless commander who would stop at nothing to achieve victory.
That's the Colony 30 consul's fault.
Yeah, Valdi himself's got nothing but Levness on the brain.
Hey, that's mean. Well, perhaps you're right. I've been blindly sending Levnesses to their destruction.
But you're only looking at one aspect of the whole. Aren't you furthering a large-scale project for a new model? I hear it's a type of Levness designed for a wholly different purpose.
Huh? How'd you hear about that?
The survey branch has eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, you're talking about Doric. He's my friend. When he's finished, you've got to come visit.
I believe I will. I look forward to building a lasting friendship with Colony 30. I'd be happy to accept your assistance in the future.
Great, I can't wait. Good news all round, huh? Phew! Now I'm friends with Izzard. Yuzette has so got to hear about this.
Well then, let's not keep him waiting. Back to Colony 30.
Sorry about that in the middle of the cutscene. I dropped my controller. Anyway. We're going back to Colony 30. Doesn't end. So I'm not even sure what we were needed for here, just to take out a few birds that they could have easily dealt with on their own.
Something smells tasty. I'm back!
Hey, you taking it easy now?
Yeah. You were gone for some time. It wasn't just a quick there and back. Yeah, one thing led to another.
Sorry to butt in. Yuzette! The Nopod are in a real tizzy. Won't stop moaning about the lack of Levnite.
Oh, they finally gone and used it up.
Is it important?
It's an ore we use for Levness maintenance. Tune them up with it and they're gliding like they're on ice.
We're already negotiating with Colony 4 to get us some of theirs. I, don't suppose you could try to smooth things over with the crew, just for the time being.
Oof. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Yuzette, you know that transmission we received earlier? Well, there's a problem.
How much is this guy juggling? There's not much point in him trying to recuperate here when he keeps getting pestered like this.
What? What do you mean? You can't erase a shipment?
Ah, I wasn't privy to the details. All I know is that some guy called Solon from Colony 4 told us to tell you.
Hey, Noah.
I know what you're thinking. Let's take this to Colony 4.
Let's.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
What's going on in Colony 4 exactly?
Let's go to Solon and the supply team.
That's a completely valid question, Valdi, and one I do not even know how to begin to answer.
Something smells tasty.
Solon?
These are not good tidings, especially when we're so swamped.
Excuse me, are you Solon?
Huh? Ah, yes. How may I help you?
I'm here about the Levnite shipment to Colony 30. I was told that you couldn't send it, and I was hoping to find out why.
Did you run into an issue? Well, we sent some of our compeers to Dana Desert, but we haven't heard from them since. I can't exactly leave my post, so I was deliberating as to how we should proceed.
You said the desert, right? Anywhere in particular?
The richest Levnite veins can be found by a landmark known as Glamrock, so you might try there.
That That seems like enough to go on, right?
We'll head out there to look for them.
You do this?
We can't just ignore someone in need. And besides, we need to get our hands on that Levnite.
Well then, thank you very much. I hope to hear good news from you.
So their friends didn't return? That sounds kind of worrying.
We'd better go find them quick.
Right. Oh, it's right there. I'm really glad I have this already mapped out.
There they are.
We'll have this sorted out in a jiffy.
Let's rush them down.
Fine by me.
I tend to beat up some bugs. There it is.
After me, and that's what you get.
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you. You saved our skins. Never seen monsters like that before. They really caught us off guard.
Yeah, it's weird that those monsters were there.
One would usually expect them to reside in their natural habitat, above the Great Cot Falls.
So they decide to move house?
This isn't walking distance we're talking here.
They'd have had to have migrated from their old territory. After what happened to those mountains, the Ansels must have tried to take shelter beneath the Great Falls.
I'll bet that's what pushed these guys out. And then they moseyed on over here to the desert.
Our squad leader just gave us an update. You're here to pick up the Levnite. If you want, we can just give it to you here. Saves you a trip back to Colony 4, right?
You sure? Well, thanks.
This'll at least take one thing off you Zet's plate.
See? I can get things done when I put my mind to it.
We're done with the Levnite issue too. Back to Colony 30 then?
This entire thing is just a character study on the invasive species, and they don't even seem to realize it. Incredible.
Hold up. That Levnis.
Hey, Commander. Good to see you back.
Hey, Zuza. This little buddy's the Levnis we lent Izzard, isn't it? Doesn't he want it anymore?
To thank us for your offer of cooperation with Colony Lambda, they've sent us a fair bit of supplies and food.
Wow! All this? I'll need to thank him a bunch.
Ah, Commander, there you are. Guess what? Colony 4 just approached us with a deal to receive regular shipments of Levnite from them.
What? What? What?
I'll head down the docks and tell everyone.
And just like that, it would appear that the bond between our respective colonies has been restored.
Nice one.
Huh?
He hasn't even realized, has he? Come on, man!
You brought everyone together, Valdi.
I did?
It's really quite amazing. Even though you're all doing different things, you help each other out in all sorts of different ways.
That's right. And when there's something missing, it always has a knock-on impact somewhere else. Sometimes you don't notice something's awry until after that effect has manifested itself.
Ah. You know, the world's kind of like a Levnis, isn't it? It's like a mesh of so many different parts, all interconnected. And because it's made up of all these different things and people, it moves. It's alive.
So then, Valdi and Manana are also belong to
just us. My buddies here are too.
Not just some tools to be used, eh?
Right, they're not. I'm just reaching for ideas right now. But hey, I'm a mechanic. And if the world's like Alevnis, then I sure a spark should be able to fix it. I'll make a new tomorrow, where we can all live in harmony.
Ambitious goal for Grease Monkey, but willing to keep on radar, with much giving of side-eye.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Was not compliment.
Well, I believe in you, mate. You're Kevis's #1 mechanic, after all. You can't argue with that.
Shucks.
Okay then, let's report into Uzette, shall we?
Hey, the colony relations changed.
Well, let's go talk to them. I'm assuming it's probably going to be done at that point, unless there's a third thing to do. Like, oh yeah, by the way, we need to go to Coney Iota.
Uzette! Shouldn't you be lying down?
Nah, I'm feeling way better. I'm not just putting on a brave face for you guys, okay? I'm not.
Uh-huh. Alright. If you say so.
Thanks for always getting us out of trouble, Uzette.
Where'd this come from?
Turns out this guy's actually more thoughtful than you give him credit for.
Thoughtful?
From now on, I'm helping you with your chores. So let's both do the best we can, and make some of the finest Levnesses the world has ever seen.
Sure, count on it. As if, over my dead body.
Huh?
If I trust you with anything, things are gonna get way out of hand. You just casually go and extend the leases on Levnis rentals. You plain give away the materials that we cracked down on after we caught those guys illegally hoarding. Every time you give a report, my blood runs cold. Think about how I feel trying to manage this stuff.
Right. Sorry. Still, I'm glad to see you're feeling well enough to give me a telling off like that.
Glad, but I'm seething with rage here.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I guess none of this really sorted out Uzette's workload problem, did it?
Yeah, I guess not.
But maybe this is a good way for them to mesh in the end.
Maybe it is. Remember what Issa told us? That you can't just look at one aspect of the whole. I think that's how it is with Colony 30.
Quest complete. Exploring beyond Colony 30, Valdi realizes that the world has many moving parts to it, just like Alumnus. This insight will fuel much growth. And yeah, the War Medic improvement can go up to level 20 now. Plus 1,000 on that. It is so close to 4 stars. That entire side quest was just Valdi being wholesome. Like, I wouldn't have wanted or expected anything less from a Valdi quest. Still.
Something smells. I'm starved. Let's grab some.
They said I would do this discussion once I was done with
Give 100%.
like, the Lambda thing, right?
Group chat first, right?
I think this is the most hardworking bunch I've ever seen. Exceptionally talented too, so no wonder they held on to their rank for so long. Which means that ending up in a situation like the one we just had is entirely on my head. You say that, but you can't please them all. Some people think it's all hunky-dory, some don't. There's no right answer. It's a very earnest observation, Uni. A very earnest observer, don't you know? Colony Lambda was a week before we established a chain of command. Right, the system was revised, the current structure took shape, and Lambda became a strong colony. Strict discipline allowed us to broaden our strategies and strengthen our units. But now those rules are strangling the colony. That doesn't change the fact that these formalities are what made Columbus strong in the first place. That's why they can't just tear down the system that they got them here, even when they know it's inefficient. That's why Koji took the actions he did to challenge the system. Well, then he was just a nut job, but you know. Sure, Koji was thinking of Colony Lambda in his own way, his own crazy way. Yep, he had to be. I'm sure he only wanted what was best for the colony, you know, before we threw him in solitary. Indeed. As it happens, we set up a place in the commander's office to discuss our next options with the captains. She's here to join us. Like as many ideas as we can get on the table. Okay, let's have a shifty. Past and present. Not saying I won't do this quest, but I'm gonna put it on the bench for now because I still want to do the character ones. Is it 3 left or 4? I think it's 4. The Monica Triton, and the DLC one. Thinking City's probably going to be our place to go. Loads, come on, the city's not that big. This isn't exactly NLA territory. There we go. Let's go with DLC. 2 question marks now. Is right next to the city camp, okay.
Oh, at long flipping last. There you are, Mash.
Looking for moi? Maz, how have you been? We've been scouring high and low for you.
Yes. Lovely to see you too. You have some business to discuss?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pull the other one, Mash. It's got bells on it.
So cold, Mazzy. Ice cold. Don't pretend you don't know what we're talking about.
Me and my fair lady ordered matching accessories. Quite a while ago, too. It's getting silly now.
Yeah, and I recall we paid a pretty penny up front too. Don't want to rush you, Maz, but come on.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, of course, I hadn't forgotten. I was literally just pinning down the final touches on the design. I'm on the cusp of beginning production.
Oh, you were you? Well, I'm glad to hear it, Mash. Phew! I was sweating buckets there. Thought the whole thing had slipped your mind.
Perish the thought. That would be tragic.
Right.
My sincerest apologies. It did, in fact, utterly escape me.
Figured.
Figures.
But Maz, you're so chuffing brilliant at what you do. It's just such a crying shame that you're like this, you know?
Oh, how it pains me to know it.
Hey, at least you remembered now. We're still on board, by the way. Long as you give us a discount for the trouble.
We're looking forward to the finished products. Ta-ta!
Well, I put my foot in it again. Perhaps I ought to hire a clerk.
What is the deal with those guys?
They're soldiers, those two. Illustrious members of the Lost Numbers. Not to mention my clients. Previously, I received a commission from them for a pair of matching accessories, but clearly my mind was otherwise occupied. Letting my clients wait any longer than this is going to tarnish my reputation. I'll have to expedite my work.
Should we help?
What? Are you quite sure?
We'd be pretty crappy friends if we just left you in the lurch now, innit?
Gosh! Well, I'm incredibly grateful for the offer. I shall have to be sure to compensate you appropriately when the order is completed.
Will we need to leave the city again to gather materials?
No. Before any of that, we will need to prioritize information gathering.
Information? What kind? And why?
Even the most basic accessory necessitates a great deal of thought. One must consider its shape, application, presentation. But above all else, it is imperative to pin down the nature of the individual to whom it will ultimately belong.
How do you mean, nature?
We must learn more about Jake and Tessa, find out what makes them tick. Only then will we discern the accessories they desire. That is how I do things, and that is where we must begin.
Sounds like a really roundabout way to do things. Why not just ask them yourself?
Only a third-rate charlatan would consider such a thing. The true creme de la creme must fulfill their clients' orders without uttering even a word.
But you don't have much time.
Which is why I'm very grateful for your assistance.
We may have our work cut out for us.
I suppose we should start by asking people who are close to those two.
That's the way indeed. Then let's begin our inquiries. We must talk to Jake and Tessa's compeers in the Lost Numbers and find all we can about them.
For the sake of keepsakes, okay.
Always nice to have more friends.
Jake and Tessa, yeah? They seemed a bit wishy-washy, if I'm honest.
Well, let's see. Their actions will surely speak for themselves.
So, the list I was using to follow all the hero stuff, it doesn't list the DLC heroes, so I'm kind of flying blind here. But it shouldn't be too bad. You want to know about Jake and Tessa? Yeah, I got you. They're kind of celebrities among the Lost Numbers. Oh, really? There you go. They don't like to talk about this too loudly, but you know how Jake's basically houseless, right? Houseless? Oh yes, certain circles bandy the term about to describe one who cannot trace their descent to any established lineages. It's unfortunate, but people in that position often find themselves pushed to the fringes of our society. Jake got bullied relentlessly as a kid. Poor guy could never get a break. Tessa, who's the same age as Jake, would always look after him and make sure he was okay. The darker Jake's mood got, the brighter and more cheerful she'd act around him. It's probably thanks to her that Jake started to lighten up. Now he's, well, as you know him. Wow, that wasn't the kind of story I was expecting. You never think of him how he acts. Yeah, well, they can get on your nerves sometimes, but you can't deny it's kind of an inspiring story. They earned our respect. It's not every day you get to see a story of truth unfold, eh? No big wonder they ended up getting hitched in the end, I suppose. Jake and Tessa, 1 of 3. Where's the others? Oh, just one. Too big a headache to run. Number 2. Number A. This is from House Rogues. They try not to have anything to do with the Vandams and the Doyles if they can. Personality-wise, Tessa's more of a Vandam. She's always wanted to bring the fight to Mobius. Naturally, her parents didn't look too kindly on her wanting to be a soldier. They were this close to disowning her one time. That's when Jake stepped in. He convinced Tessa's folks to let her join the Lost Numbers under the condition that he'd sign up too, to protect her. If it was going to be so hard on Tessa, wouldn't it make more sense for Jake to try and talk her out of it as well? But like that, there'd be no one left on Tessa's side at all. It sounds cliche, but Jake always had Tessa's back even when these whole world's against them. Look how passionate, eh? Right. I know the warp that was directly over there is underground, so this is probably the closest. Hey, Helen, Computer C. Back in the day, Tessa once found herself caught between Kavesi and Aggie troops during a mission. It was a big one for honest citizens and all. Soon had a tough call to make, calling a retreat, but they had to leave Tessa behind. But Jake refused the order. Let me guess, he went in to rescue her all by himself? That's right, fire from both nations fell all around him like rain. Well, he ran in with all the breath in his lungs. Everyone thought they were good as dead, but no. Jake picked up the wounded Tessa and did the impossible getting her home. Ended up taking more hits than her. Wound up bloody from head to toe. Not a pretty sight. He didn't mind. Just content that he didn't have to lose Tessa. Wish I had that guy's courage. Ellipses. Alright, it's 3 of 3.
That should be information enough for now. Shall we reconvene?
Sounds good.
Alright. To the camp.
I've already got food on the brain. And today's story is...
As soon as it loads.
Well, this wasn't what I was expecting.
I know. I figured they'd be a couple of quirky jokers.
Sounds like they've had it rough.
Indeed. They appear so ostentatious and fickle, one could be quick to dismiss them as mindless followers. But the truth is that they are loyal soldiers both, and they care deeply for each other. In which case, I'd be inclined to substitute an eye-catching design for something altogether more somber. The accessory they seek is most likely...
Most likely... what?
That shall have to wait. In any case, I have a clear idea of what would suit them now. You've been a tremendous help.
Good to hear. So I'm guessing the next step is we go looking for the materials, yeah?
Aha, you guessed correctly.
Are you going to tell us what we need?
Yes. I'll need 2 things. One of them, far easier to come by. I'll start with that. One may find rose quartz growing on Corn Island on the Erythia Sea. What I would need is a quartz crystal with a particularly high purity, known as Red Shawl.
Corn Island. Got it. Let's go take a look.
Right. Horn Island. It's not really a good place to warp from. This is probably the best, but even now I'm kind of double guessing. Like it might have been better to go from the tombstone.
There's crystals everywhere. How are we going to find the right stuff?
That's a question best left for our resident expert, Masha.
Oh, that's a rare one.
Oh no, if we're going that way, then I am going on the this one. Right. This one I just have to climb a bunch. It's a bit of time, I think. It's like a lot of climbing. Oh. But, whatever. Must have just been a texture bleeding through.
This looks climbable.
Still going. Gotta climb again. Got things be too easy for us now, can they? Okay. Now we just walk. I hope. The capsule there, but I am not going down there for it. Spend too much time climbing.
Whoa! Got a rare doodah right here.
That's the rare doodah. Oh.
The next leg of our journey will take us to the Orion Tunnels.
Hold on. Don't tell me you're taking us down there to do actual mining for you.
Close, but no mica. It's not minerals you'll be mining this time, but monsters.
Huh? Not literally, right?
Deep in the Orion tunnels, there's said to exist a rare species of rockel. The unique mineral which takes root on its back, argentium, will be our next target. Though I must confess, I have only ever set eyes on it but a single time.
But how are you so sure that you'll be able to find it then?
Well, we had no trouble getting the first material. Let's stay optimistic.
Better hope our luck's not run out yet. Off to the mines with us then.
I've got that now. You must have missed it. Masha mentioned that one material was considerably more common than the other, and that this was supposed to be the common one. Well, alright.
Okay. Have it.
While I'm here...
Here we go!
Not my favorite smog to dwell in, honestly.
Some of these Legacy of the Seven. Linear rings. Boost damage from fusion arts by 100%. Ooh. Can see value in that. Ryan tunnels. It's over here. This named monster grave is pretty much where we need to be. A lot of staring at loading screens this time. Uh-oh, it's below. Find a way down there. Suppose I can just fall. I mean, it's a long fall, but it's not impossibly far. What if I fall here?
All under control.
Yeah, before I have to listen to someone crying again. There we go. That worked. Found you. Oh, come on. You are not rare at all if you're just sitting on the main path.
Is that the rockwell we wanted?
All right. Quite remarkable, isn't it? Let's procure our ore before it gets away.
There.
So glad we got the Argentium without too much fuss.
We were fortunate indeed. Well then, the city beckons.
Was way easier to get than the other one. I don't know what she was talking about. Alright. City bound we are. Okay, so we got some materials. I can only imagine what we're doing now.
Once again, your incomparable efforts have paved the way forward. Thank you, my dears. I feel now that I can finally produce the accessory I have in my mind's eye.
Isn't this an excessive amount of time and effort for a couple of accessories?
That, good sir, is the difference between the ready-made and the tailor-made. That, and it's my sales point. All right, you may have to give me a while. It is complete.
Good work, Masha. Okie doke. Time to deliver the goods to those two.
Yes, just a moment. given them a call and arranged for them to take delivery at the Founders Square.
I really hope they'll like them.
They better. After all the trouble they put us through.
You needn't worry. They will be satisfied, I assure you, or my name is not Masha.
We're basing all this on hearsay, people.
That's correct. Rings, bracelets, and the like happen to be my forte. Ha! Jake, Tessa. So sorry to have kept you waiting. These would be the items you requested. Do check if they're to your liking.
Oh, finally! Really kept us waiting, eh?
I know, I am buzzing.
The silver luster comes from an alloy of argentium. To my understanding, it is one of the strongest precious metals there is. Your unbreakable ties inspired the design at the heart of the bracelet, inlaid with a red gem of the highest purity. Those bracelets will not corrode or tarnish, and will preserve your bond for a great many years down the line.
This'll do just grand. I couldn't have asked for something better. Kinda scary how perfect it is.
Amazing. We barely told you anything.
I really must confess, this is arguably one of my finest works to date. What better keepsake could there be to assuage the both of you alike?
Well, so you knew.
So you already know that much about us?
Hardly. It was quite simple. This was not the first time I've been enlisted for such a request. I'm not psychic.
Wait, what's this about? A keepsake?
You know what happens to us folk when we pop our clogs?
Yeah.
We're lost numbers, fighting at the front. Our numbers could be up tomorrow. And nothing will be left of us. We'll just whoosh into light. It's crap. We're not having any of it. Our names will go up on some cenotaph, but all we'll be is just another statistic.
Yeah, so you see, we figured there had to be a better way for us to be remembered by. Something that'd last long into the future. Something that we'd be proud of, to keep us in good memory.
And that's where the keepsakes come in.
There is naught in this life more beautiful and precious than a happy, cherished memory. And yet, it is human nature that the more precious we perceive a thing, the more we fear it might be whisked away. Like these two here. They aren't the first city folk who wish to set their memories in stone. And certainly won't be the last. To leave something permanent, telling the world that they once lived. Their lives' history writ, and spirits enshrined. A love that cannot be seen, immortalized in physical form. Therein lies the quintessence of my work as lapidarist extraordinaire.
Now that there's the head of House Cassini. Gal's a cut above. We were right to stick by you. Thanks, Emil. You're a gem.
Trust us, we'll take extra good care of them. Until our final breath. No. For a long time yet.
If the both of you are satisfied, then I am too. Those bracelets, may they serve you well, and impart to you a future both bright and prosperous. All right, that about wraps up the order. I'm truly grateful for all the support you've given me, you know. Rare is the job where one can feel such fulfillment.
Before we wrap up, I'd like to ask you something.
Yes, I'm all ears, my dear.
Those two appeared to mention something quite significant back there. The head of House Cassini.
My, oh my, oh my. It seems I've been found out, have I?
What is this House Cassini?
One of the city's 6 houses. You know, like the House Vandam that Monica leads. If you're the head, then that makes you Monica's equal. You must be in quite the position of power.
Oh, hardly. I would never compare myself to the likes of Moni, dearest. I only succeeded the role as a formality when the former head unexpectedly made it known that they were going to step down.
And that doesn't interfere with your lapidress extraordinaire business?
Doesn't seem very leaderly. What's everyone got to say about that?
Free is the citizen who embraces their freedom. We of House Cassini are free spirits, more so than the other houses. Such has been our code for generations. So long as one forges one's own path in life, unbound by societal principles, my house's role is to respect and support them in it. So, you see, I serve the people of the city in my own way, as I personally see fit.
Wow, there really are all kinds in the city, huh?
Well now, that was a job well done. And thanks to the experience, I believe I have some new ideas for accoutrements. Let me use this sudden flash of inspiration to put our contract to good use. You did do the Ferris's share of the work, after all.
Thanks, Masha. We'll be counting on you.
And I shall expect nothing but the finest patronage.
You now craft a wider range of accessories and craft accessories. That would have been nice to have known. I would have unlocked that a long time ago. But oh well. Too late to complain now. Quest complete. With party's help, Masha had no trouble crafting the elegant keepsakes for Jake and Tessa that met their expectations. Marking another victory for the arts. And Yellow Lapidarist.
I hope everyone's
Except
getting
the 20.
along.
There were 3. 2 of which are in the city. Actually, no, all 3 of them are in the city because Triton's in the city now. That's right. Well, I know I said I was going to do them all in this video, but honestly, we're already at the 3-hour mark, and I don't want to push my luck too much. Since I'm here, I'm going to check this, and then the next part, for sure, I'm going to finish them off and do whatever else. That first hour I spent with the Colony 11 stuff put a break on things, unfortunately. Alright, see what Uni's needs.
What was it they needed again?
Oh, I can actually do it. Okay. Make Uni stronger. Neat. And it's a shame it only works for that one class on that one character, but Tyan's the only one I didn't do.
What are we giving them?
Oh, it's enough! Okay! That worked straight away. I'm glad I checked. I was curious what they were going to do here, because I was seriously worried they were going to bang their hammers against a bunch of origami creatures. So, is that everything? It looks like it. Does Jinjin still live in the depths of the Wildwood, just like always? Yeah, that's right. Do you know Jinjin Fixie? Oh, actually, Fixie responsible for building Wildwood's house for Jinjin. You can't be a lot of other Nopon out in the woods like that. Why would Jinjin choose to live there? You should say it's number one closest place to the world. But does Fixie not understand much?
I hope everyone's getting along.
This axe keeps right there. Papa wanted to leave your post haste, but Salmon block away. That's a very dangerous day, Salmon. Don't go to outside the city. Our friends will probably go and put into dangerous things. Blades, no. So many people overflowing like litter radish. Jin actually subvert and preferred litter radish to tasty sausage. Blasphemy. On Pipine. Salmon workforce do everything they can now. Results now in hands of wielder pawns. Friends, please use blades to tear Cosmos a new future. Oh, I was talking to Salmon by mistake. Now it's Pain. Pain run out of things to do, so decided to just take jaunty stroll out of caravan, but Salmon say stop. Maybe he's feeling lonely? Or maybe you want to start on other project while Nopon wielding Ultimate Hammer, all present. This character of much elusive, Nopon if no bottom. Okay, well, they're all there, but like I was saying before I got distracted by that, next time for sure we're gonna finish the, yep, Triton's over there. Realize we got him, Miyabi, and Monica, so gonna get them all done for sure. After that, I don't know. We'll figure it out from there. Take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Bye-bye.